what they sleep on. You tuck them in. Meet me at the top. If you bought, I'll drop my pen. So many stars in the making. Thank you, sing. Eyes on the prize, I say passionate. I got the sauce like Diana, vision like Matheson. They say patience is a virtue, so I went around the world and back again. Now NSL be on the map, no more imagining, it's happening.
Welcome to our NSL Watch Party presented by BMO, the official bank of the Northern Super League. I'm Kate McKenna. As always, I am so happy to be joined by Olympic champ. This is Aaron McLeod.
Oh my God. So dusty. I'm so dusty in here.
And we got a killer guest with us today. He has over 100 professional appearances. They called him the Canadian Warrior over in Denmark. He eventually came home to lock things down in the CPL with York United, Aaron.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And once he retired, then he became an analyst at One Soccer. Look at you, look at that, with the little pockets.
Clean
there.
up nice.
Okay. And then of course, we can't forget the new addition to the team, your beautiful World Cup baby, your new son.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
What a warm welcome, guys.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, his name is, in case you don't know, sorry, that's my, Jordan Wilson.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey.
Oh, thank you for being here. It's
We're
very
pumped that
exciting.
you're here.
Honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun today. Absolutely.
And you know a thing or two about the NSL. We saw each other at the NSL final last year.
Great league. We don't need to go into what it means as well because I think everyone knows that. But I just think this is going to be an amazing game of football for sure. But for what it means as well, it's going to have some double meaning. But two teams as well that are kind of primed for a victory. So I can't wait to see both of them go at it.
No kidding, no kidding. And let's go to Halifax now and show you what's going on there because we are heading to the Wanderers grounds for this one, for this matchup between the Tides and the Rapid. These teams really familiar with each other. This is their 5th meeting this season. Ottawa, you see DB Pridham and company there. 3-1 edge in the season series. They've scored the most goals in the league too. But Halifax, currently in 4th place, have so much depth and fans with great hats. Also a mascot who may have hit the beer gardens.
Nah, this chicken, yeah, he's definitely had a few.
It looks windy or yes.
And hey, there's Brad Marchand, NHLer, Florida Panthers, coming to watch the game today. It's nice to see sort of the cross-sport support, no?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
It's the gym a lot, that guy.
Did you?
Sorry.
That was an inside voice.
My
thought.
bad. I sometimes forget.
Out?
She's testing.
Oh,
okay.
Listen,
Anyway.
Jordan teased it a bit earlier. This is a two-for-one special, this match. It is not just an NSL regular season match. It's also a W Canadian Championship quarter final. If you're not sure what that is, this is a new national competition for women's soccer in Canada. You've got 8 clubs competing, including all 6 NSL clubs, and we'll show you how the bracket shakes down. Today is the first of the quarterfinals. The semis and finals take place in 2027. The winner of the W Canadian Championship earns a spot in the CONCACAF Champions Cup 2027, ultimately with a chance to play in the inaugural FIFA Women's Club World Cup in 2028. So the stakes are high, and it's worth noting if you're watching at home, whatever the score is, at the end of the match after 90, that will stand as far as NSL standings. But if it is tied, a winner needs to be determined, so there is the potential that it could go to extra time and penalties today. But let's chat about Halifax, Aaron. They had big turnover in the offseason, 11 new players.
That's right.
One of them has really impressed you, and that's Jordan Rhodes.
Yeah, well, in speaking to Katie Barrett, she spoke about how she's really developed as a player. You can see her on the ball here, turning and laying the ball off for Valorant, always staying stuck in. She is a workhorse. She's someone you can see her turning here and finding Kennedy in the open space. But she is someone who has some of the highest GPS numbers within the team. So you're going to see her doing a lot of attacking work here. She holds the ball up well. Nice turn. McCaslin ends up saving this. She just kind of sneaks one in there. And again, getting in behind the line, another way that she is very threatening. So holding the ball up in behind the line. She'll also take players on 1v1 constantly. She's very good at slowing the defender down and then taking that touch past them. She's aggressive. She's definitely someone who continues to grow, always looking for the ball. Again, you can see Kennedy asking for it in behind, both threatening the line. Rhodes getting here, and I like that she has developed more patience in the final third, picking out more intentional passes.
Yeah, Rhodes is aggressive, hardworking. Obviously, everyone I've spoken to about this type of player just says, like, relentless. I think you need a player like that in a match like this. There's no kidding that Ottawa Rapid are a top team and playing the best football in the NSL, but you need a game breaker. You need someone to open this game right open. Rhodes could be that player.
A workhorse is how her coach described her, and I know you love a player like that, Jordan.
Definitely.
Here's the starting lineup for the Tides. Why mess with a good thing? They had a great last match, so no changes for them. In terms of players to watch, this team is known for their fullbacks, so keep an eye on Cheyenne Allen and Julianne Vallerand. Let's pivot to Ottawa now. And Erin, this is a team whose attack really excites you. How come?
Yeah, well, they're just very versatile in their attack. You'll see a lot of variety today, but they are always looking to exploit spaces essentially in the wide channels. But Mina Lee, who's a 10, comes in here, a lot of combination play. You'll see their 10 kind of go into these wide pockets. Belzile comes off the front. You see bottom of the screen, Adamek keeping that width a lot of the times, which causes some problems, especially their fullbacks. But you always want to open up a little bit of space in the top of the 18-yard box. So here, a nice overlap. And again, just numbers in the box from Ottawa. You'll see that a lot of 1-2 touch play. This comes from Adamek, and this is Friedland, who drives inside, if you can see. Sadie Waite, who is their 10, like we talked about, same as Mina Lee. She goes into this wide channel. And of course, when you've got someone like DB hungry in the box, you always want to get that across. So you'll see a lot of combination play as well, 1-2 touch passing. When Ottawa has the ball a lot, dictating the rhythm of the play, that's how Katrina wants to control the game.
I asked just Lisi what is the best thing about Ottawa Rapid, and she just basically put together for me the fact that they have so many ways that they can hurt you. That's just what you illustrated right there. It's whether they're going wide, whether they're going central. You have DB Pridham that is ready and aggressive, and for me the best 9 in the NSL. That can be their bread and butter. But on the contrary, when you're playing Tides at home, can you be robust defensively? Can you make this a longer game? Could it go into extra time and you use that home field advantage? This is why today's going to be a spicy one.
I think it will be. As we look at the starting 11 for the Rapid, just one change. Johanna Friedland makes her return. She came off the bench and scored in their last match, gets rewarded with the start today. Kira Mellenhorst has been a star for this team this season. 5 goals, 4 assists, and she just signed a contract extension through 2027.
Congrats.
Congrats, Kira Mellenhorst. And she's pitch side with Brianne Foley.
Kira, first and foremost, congratulations on your contract extension. Earlier this week, head coach Katrina Peterson said that you are an attacking midfielder, but you've learned to play both sides of the ball. How exciting is it for you to continue your growth in Ottawa, in your hometown?
Yeah, thank you. I'm super excited to be staying next year as well. Katrina has done an amazing job this year, and super happy with where we are this season and looking to continue that.
Obviously, this is an offense by committee this year. We're seeing some significant output by all of the offense on this team. What has it been like to grow your game playing beside a player like DB Pridham?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. You want a striker like DB who's gonna finish her chances and also just drag so many defenders when I'm on the ball, and she always wants the ball. So no, it's great to have a target like that. And I feel like I have grown offensively and defensively as well, kind of just being that link between the lines, and looking to continue that.
Good luck today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jordan, did you ever play the memory match game as a kid?
I did.
What's that about?
Sorry, no, because my cousin, who was 10 years younger than me at the time, I was 14, she was 4. She beat me.
Oh,
Like
that's
bad.
still a sore spot.
100%. Lydia, if you're watching, I still haven't forgiven you.
Lydia,
I hope you're watching, because you have another chance to beat
Spank
Jordan
me.
today.
Oh, man.
Spank me in the game.
We got a
Horrible.
QR code that's going to pop up in the first and second half. Scan it, play, and you could win $250 gift cards
What a picture.
from DoorDash.
I know. Do they get to win this
Like,
photo as
I
well?
kinda just
put
want
it
that one.
Put it in a frame or on your fridge.
Where's the bling? Where is that?
Oh, it's in here. It's in my heart. I carry it with me everywhere.
Listen, Erin, we are going to say
Wow.
goodbye to you now. You got to call the match, and we're going to send it over to our friend Signa Butler. Signa, the match day theme is East Coast Kitchen Party, and I suspect this is something that you're familiar with.
Don't give away my secrets there, Kate, but yes, rain is in the forecast, but it never stops an East Coast kitchen party. Fog, a little bit of mistiness in the air at the Wanderers grounds in Halifax for week 15, and it concludes with this matchup, the 5th meeting of the season between Ottawa and Halifax. A match that doubles as the W Canadian Championship quarterfinal, as you guys were talking about. But it is going to be a good one, the 5th meeting of the season. There is Jordan Rhodes, a focal point, as you talked about, off the mark today. And Halifax trying to continue their win streak. They coming off a 1-0 win over Vancouver last week on the road at Swangard Stadium, now back home against an Ottawa Rapid team they've had some trouble with this season. They won the opener against the Rapid at the Wanderers grounds to open the season, but it's been the Rapid after that, and they are on the attack. Turning things around, though, it is the Tides wearing their teal. Jordan Rhodes meeting up with Liv Scott, the captain of the Ottawa Rapid. Julianne Valeron looking for a target. Does slide into the box. And a quick outlet to Mina Lee. Liv Scott and Jaleesa Harris with the ball now. Played every minute of every game so far for the Ottawa Rapid. Part of the best 11 teams for defenders last season, Aaron. Wicker's long outlet pass to Sid Kennedy. Getting into the mic here. She'll be with you in a moment. I know that's why you're tuning in here to hear the Olympic gold medalist. But these two teams, if you talk about the Ottawa Rapid, top of the table this year, the best offense in the league, 30 goals for. The Halifax Tides, 4th in the table, but the best goals against in the league this season, just giving up 12 goals.
That they are a team that prides itself in doing the best in the league. So this is something I think that's headed by Addie Wickers in particular has just been a consistent for them in their back line.
Julianne Valeron moving forward, broken up by Jaleesa Harris. There's Katrina Peterson, the head coach of the Ottawa Rapid. Of course, the news earlier this season that this will be her last season at the helm of the Ottawa Rapid, going home. Tough decision for her, but one to be closer to her family.
That will obviously be a big loss for the squad, but I'm sure they have something in place for the future, but it's nice to see at least players are signing and looking ahead.
Ball bouncing off of Adamek. That will be offside anyway. Well, as we were talking about in the pregame show, the memory match game is live, so scan that QR code. Again, $250 gift card from DoorDash could be yours if you can get things right. There were some snazzy pictures of you in there, Aaron.
Thank you, Signa. Some keepers, I would say, some framers.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Scott drawing the foul there. And Wickers breaks that up.
always an exciting game for me when you've got some of the best center backs in the league playing off. Addie Wickers being a stable force for them, of course, and Harris and Scott, the dynamic duo back there.
Scott turning back, playing to Melissa Dagenet. Dagenet making her 13th start of the season, already equaling her results from last year. 9 wins on the season, looking for her 10th. We had a chance to talk about Addie Wickers, the center back for the Halifax Tides, and I asked Coach Katie, you know, she's always the first person that they decide to put on the team sheet. You know, it wasn't the case last year, and she's put in a lot of work, and she has this growth mindset about her, and she has not stepped off the pitch this year. She's played all 1,170 minutes for the Tides. And I talked to Addie earlier this week, and she said, I just wanted to make it easy on the coaches to choose me game in, game out. And they've done just that. There she is right there, Addie Wickers, native of Utah.
And it looked like initially a little bit of a shirt tug and then another shirt tug by Nina there. And yes, I've had the absolute pleasure of playing with Addie Wickers, and I totally agree with the growth mindset and just always wanting to improve. She'd ask Gunny or myself, like, what can I get better at? So just that hunger. And she's also a total sweetheart off the field.
Loves looking at video. She says she studies video, like she's a big proponent of looking at the tendencies of players. Asked her about, you know, obviously marking DB Pridham today. She says she loves watching what DB can do, one of the most technically gifted players in this league. As Valeron takes a slide there after a hip check from Forbes. But takes a lot of pride in the fact that they have given up the fewest goals in the league this year, whether she's playing alongside Naya Cardoza, who's playing today, or Annika Leslie, who's started the other 5 games for the Tides this season. Long pass over top by Jaleesa Harris. Have to watch for those today.
And that is one part of Harris's game that I really appreciate. She can find the 9 or the 10 coming off the front, but she can really pick off that pass that goes in behind the line. So as a back line, you've always got to be aware.
Stella Downing battling with Jung Min Young. Valeron escaping trouble, does get it up the pitch. And Ottawa content to play out of the back through Dagenet again.
One thing Halifax did really well last game against the Rise was just making sure they were taking a lot of passing lanes out to their holding midfielders. And so when you've got Mellenhorst and Minyoung as holding midfielders, you know, they're going to have to replicate that today. And Katie Barrett talked about, you know, they had 10 minutes where they weren't happy with how they were playing. It came down to defensive structure, just getting a little bit stretched. So for me, every time Halifax is tight as a unit defensively, they have a better game.
Scott to Harris. Jung back to Scott. Looking forward, but Cheyenne Allen intercepts. And Cho's pass intended for Kennedy goes out of bounds. Cho So-yoon, second most games ever played for Korea. Legend over there, was a Korean Player of the Year and playing against another Korean Player of the Year, Mina Lee.
I was going to say, quite a few Korean legends on the field today.
Harris moving quickly. Chu. That's broken up by Peterson.
And again, Ottawa's a team that finds a lot of confidence and rhythm in having a lot of the ball. So if I'm the Tides, I'm going to try to disrupt their possession as much as possible, which they've done a pretty good job of so far.
Downing nearly got into trouble there with Fridlin lurking. But Wickers does well to get it out to Allen. Ellen's pass, little heavy. Can Kennedy chase it down? She can. Kennedy against Adamek. This will be a battle. We'll be watching this game. And Kennedy looking for a call. Adamek running away. Miriam Marcotte, today's official, didn't think there was much to that.
Good battle between two of them. Good shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Those fans definitely wanted a call.
Kennedy breaks that up. Early cross. Rhodes takes it off her foot. And tried to take it down looking for Peterson, but out the other way. Come the Rapid, led by Mina Lee. Forbes. Cardoza, half slide. Disrupts that. Lee. Into Annika Tosh, she spills it. The Tide's trying to get that ping-ponging ball out of their 18-yard box and taking a few deep breaths after that sequence.
Me too. It's always tricky with a slippery surface. Anytime a goalkeeper is going for the ball, you know, make sure you have defenders around the ball to be ready for any type of rebounds.
Jung Min Young late on the challenge, the first yellow card of this match. 11 minutes in.
Yeah, she just steps in a little bit too aggressively there.
Number 20, Mia.
So free kick just inside the half. Julie Peterson, Karima Lemire on the ball. Peterson over top. Has a target in Cardoza. And not out of trouble just yet.
Both teams having a hard time getting a clear clearance out of their box.
Annika Toth clearing a long ball, has Downing. Stella Downing coming off a great effort against the Vancouver Rise and has a go from distance. Dagenet handles that. But Stella Downing against her former team looks to try and get on the board early.
So nice step inside. There's a lot of numbers actually from the Tides around the ball, so I think that's why there's a bit of hesitation to step to the actual shot. But Dagenet does a really good job of keeping her depth and giving her just that little shuffle step, so she's making that save, which could be hard, and making it look a little bit easy.
Ball over top to Annika Toth as we bring in Kate and Jordan here.
Yeah, Jordan, one player who's really been standing out to you, Stella Downing.
Absolutely, because I think in a game like this, when you're playing the best team in the league, you need someone to connect the midfield. Stella's done that so far, right? Just going forward. Obviously not the biggest in stature, but busy, mighty little mouse, and getting things done and connecting things for the Tides.
Her coach says she's a player she would hate to play against, Signa.
Oh, that's exactly what Katrina Peterson was saying, Katrina Peterson knows a thing or two about Stella Downing because she was on the Rapid last season. But Katie Barrett saying, you know what, whether she's coming in as a game changer off the bench or a starter, she makes an impact. And here's Kennedy cutting into that left foot. And Mellenhorst getting that out of trouble. So a little bit of a slick surface here today. It's misty in the air, 20 degrees in Halifax. A nice little foggy day. That's what I miss about home, my hometown.
The fog?
I do miss the fog, real fog.
And here's a nice little combination play here. And Kennedy, she does this time and time again. She'll cut inside. She's left-footed. She wants to put it on her left peg. But there's also ability. She could have potentially recycled as well. Halifax is doing a really good job of getting numbers forward. This is one of the rare times, though, that Halifax has a consistent lineup. Katie spoke to just kind of finally finding the right combination. She talked about Peterson even like supporting Rose and Kennedy and Downing, who had a fantastic performance last time. So great performance last time. We'll see if they can replicate it again today.
The Tides playing this game the third in a row without their captain, Sarah Miller, who picked up an injury. She's still recovering, could be back soon, but they're taking their time with that. Obviously an influential player. Cho So-Yun wearing the armband today for Halifax. A nice little combination broken up by Harris.
Yeah, Ottawa's very good to get numbers around, but some nice combination play from Halifax.
Well, we know this game means a lot. It's a double-edged sword in this game as the ball goes back to Annika Toth. But Erin, you asked about this.
Yeah, well, speaking with Katie Barrett a little bit, I asked, are you approaching this game any differently than you would a regular season game? And she said, yeah, of course. Like, this could go to 120 minutes. We could have penalties at the end. So, and they have another game right around the corner. So managing people, but also, preparing for penalties. You got to prepare for different elements of the game. And then, of course, in speaking a little bit about penalties, how do you make these hard decisions? And for her, just talking about confidence and who's performing consistently, and also who's on the field at that time of the game.
Valeron moving forward in this offensive end. 4 goals on the season for Valeron. Plays it quickly into Kennedy. Kennedy cutting in. Goes to her left foot, earns the corner kick. So 16 minutes into the match, and the first set piece we see from both teams.
Some great play from Valeron here. That is the key to breaking down a really structured defense. Is you got to play quickly, 1-2 touch. Kennedy does a great job to get in there, but yeah, puts it on her left, and then just a little bit easier to defend.
Karima Lemire, another left-footed player for the Tides, looking for this in-swinging corner. Or does she play short? She does. Back to Lemire. Pedersen. Oh, punched away by Dagenet.
That's a great ball in, and that's a great decision by Dagenet. We saw Tote drop the ball earlier in the half. It's a slick surface, so when you've got traffic, the best thing to do, if you can, punch it out, and she's able to do it past a few lines of pressure. Great work by Dagenet.
Downing. So quick with those first 3 touches on the ball.
Just how organized Ottawa is, they're able to quickly collapse and take away all the passing opportunities for Downing. That's well done for them.
There's Melissa Dagenet there getting ready for the goal kick. We have a question from the studio, guys.
Thank you so much. Here's the question. The Halifax fans are bringing some great energy so far today.
Yeah.
How much of a difference can a crowd make when you're competing, Jordan, and maybe especially on this pitch, because you've played here?
I played here 4 times. I've conceded 3 penalties.
Oh,
And the 4 times, yeah, well, it's not about me right now. But anyways,
my goodness.
I'll say this. One in front of the kitchen, and I could hear everything. They knew my full name, said Jordan Andrew Wilson. You could hear the fans. So I think Halifax Tides need to use that to their advantage. The fact that, yeah, you can hear everything. It's on a grass pitch. I love that too. When you're in an environment and you can feel the fans that close, so you're not in a big stadium, it's beautiful to see. So they got to use every ounce of energy that they can in this one.
Thank you, Jordan Andrew Wilson.
Yeah,
Signa, we'll send it back to you.
Well, I saw a great battle there with Stella Downing and Kira Mellenhorst, and I'll tell you something. This league knows about Kira Mellenhorst, so I wonder what the chirping is like down there by the beacons,
Yeah,
the beacons in the south part of the stands at the Wanderers grounds. So, Erin, you had a chance to play here and around the league, but it's certainly a special place, an intimate atmosphere at Wanderers grounds.
Absolutely. I'll never forget, actually, our first win of the season against Ottawa. It was a rainy night. A little bit of fog, I'm sure, but pulling off that win and just the stands, they're just so close. a memory I'll never forget.
Downing again, and that would be another corner kick.
Fantastic tackle by Adamek, good timing, and that was definitely always going to go out. She comes in with a real force. Keep an eye on Valoron. Before the game, Kate talked about how the fullbacks are a little bit different. Valoron has a tendency to kind of cut inside, dribble inside, which creates overloads in the center of the field, whereas Allen normally does an overlap on the outside, so creating numbers in the width. So keep an eye on both of them. They attack quite differently.
Peterson headed away. Oh! And that was sure to be going in the corner. That was blocked.
What a clearance.
And I believe that was Pridham.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a nice ball out by Desjardins. Yeah, great strike, great contact from Lemire. She's got a great left foot on her, and what a clearance. Nice ball from Wickers, finding Downing off the front.
There is that overlapping run you talked about from Allen, just a little bit too much on that. But let's go back to that corner kick, Erin.
Yeah, great in-swinging ball. Harris, great job to get a head on it, not quite far out enough. Lemire has great contact. And then let's just slow motion this. That is DB. What a clearance.
DB with the defense.
Actually, on set pieces, she often is also wins so many aerial battles.
Adamek's ball all the way through to Annika Toth. And Naya Cardoza, the Jamaican international, is 21 years of age, the center back. Out of Brown University, convinced to come to the Halifax Tides, told by head coach Stephen Hart, this is a place for you to come and develop. And she was convinced, and we've seen her certainly do that through the season.
Absolutely.
Ball played through, squeaks through to Rhodes, and Desjardins off her line.
What a great ball through, though. Straight ball. Rhodes does a great job of diagonal run. Desjardins does a good job to pick that off, but fantastic pass through.
Mina Lee patient in the middle, waiting for numbers to come forward.
This is great from Wickers. You can see her in the side of the screen, just getting her team up, keeping them tight, making it harder for Ottawa.
That broken up by Peterson. Nice ball back. A difficult one to deal with. Cardoza does it. Cho So-Yun.
Ooh, okay.
Cheyenne Allen cutting inside. Allen has a shot. It goes well over top.
And we get a slow motion of the nutmeg. Oh, good night. And the one thing I like about Cho, though, like, she's constantly pointing. If you look at her awareness, her soccer IQ is high, but she's such a great leader, directing people around her. Even Barrett was talking about how when she was paired with Rhodes, just how she made her so much better, because if she came off the front, she'd go in behind. Just the relationship building has been really important, and Cho's contributed a lot. Gotta love that habit from Mina Lee. She's screaming for the ball. Gotta love players who want the ball all the time. Oh, too far, a little too far.
Kayla Adamek having a really solid season for the Ottawa Rapid. Has a goal, but just a force on both ends of the pitch, really forcing defenders to take her when she comes forward offensively, but never afraid to get in on a tackle defensively.
Absolutely, and And we talked with Katrina Peterson a lot about that. It's just understanding if she's going forward, how that affects the rest of the team, making sure they're tight in transitional moments and being really intentional around whether she goes or if Chu goes. Adamek goes a little bit more frequently.
Cho's pass a little light to Stella Downing. And Ottawa coming the other way. Jungmin Young. Forbes looking over her shoulder. Has great delivery, watch out! And Cheyenne Allen there just went over the head of DB Pridham, but nearly served on a platter for DB.
And this is a great ball in from Forbes. Oh, just centimeters away from Pridham.
Corner kick now for the Ottawa Rapid. Mina Lee looking on. Maria Marcotte saying, let's separate a little bit. Not much separation in the penalty area right now. Forbes drives it in, back post, headed away by Valeron.
Fantastic clearance out.
Fridlin, lovely first touch. She sends the cross in.
Oh, man.
Glancing header from Adamek. But we're still at 0-0 at the Wanderers grounds.
Another nutmeg, I think, there, but Friedland does a great job. Take that pass, pass Downing and just whipping it in. This is, for me, Friedland has been so dangerous the last few games, getting more and more dangerous. Her balls in the box, touches to get past those outside players, cutting inside has been really threatening.
Valeron. Chu containing her.
And I know you mentioned Cardoza. I really like the way that she plays in possession. As a center back, she often drives forward and she's very calm and composed on the ball.
I talked to Katrina Peterson about this being the 5th match of the season as Addie Wickers gets stuck in. And does it, change anything in terms of your approach? And she said there's very few surprises at this point in time. We know their strengths, they know ours. The difference is who can do it better in today's game. Jordan Rhodes wins it back, but Jung winning it back against Kennedy. Quick foul given by the Tides forward.
And I think for me, when Halifax is at their bet, you can see here Sid going on the ball and just making sure Min Young's not going anywhere. But I think the Tides are the best when they actually get Allen forward and Valeron forward, which normally means Lemire kind of pops into the back, so they have 3 in the back with the center backs. But for me, they're most threatening when they're able to create overloads on both sides of the field. But of course, with that comes higher risk in transitional moments.
Rhodes did a lot to win that ball back. The Tides couldn't make anything out of it, but throw in on the far side. Okay, Aaron?
Speaking of,
let's into that one.
Yes, and I did ask specific about Allen and Valeron. And we've noticed that, in the last few games anyway, before both fullbacks would always bomb on, but now she's kind of, we've noticed in transitional moments, it'll be one fullback that goes in general, not both. And this is kind of because of those transitional moments. Wait for it.
Here's one here. Forbes! Disrupted enough by Naya Cardoza. Goes out for a corner kick, but, that was going the other way.
And what a tackle here by Cardoza. She just runs straight back. She takes that center line, inside line, and does a fantastic job. Great timing of the tackle. I'd be giving her a chest bump if I was Toad. Just
that was your MO for celebrating?
That's right.
Good job.
It always caught a lot of people off guard, though. So.
Scoreless at the Wanderers grounds. Nearing the 30th minute. On a misty day in Halifax, near post, Cheyenne Allen deals with that.
She's saying my bad there, but that is, to be fair, a challenging ball to deal with, driven that low, right around the shin guard area. It's not an easy one to clear.
It's Fridland on the corner kick. Trying to make something happen. Again, far post, headed down by Adamek and cleared.
Great clearance. You can see the Tides getting their numbers up.
Cross in the box. Wickers heading that one away. And here comes Jordan Rhodes.
Oh, she'll keep that.
And keeps charging forward as well. Harris in recovery mode. Rhodes going 1v1, deflects off Chu. And not enough to get out for a corner kick. Dagenet. Chu. Fancy footwork by Downing. And Pridham now trying to get by Cardoza. She does well.
Fantastic
to get
by
the ball
Cardoza.
away from the Golden Boot winner last year.
Just really smart to get her body contact just in between her and the ball. I can't imagine DB's a easy one to defend against.
Ellenhorst jumping through the air, threw off Downing. Lanier let that ride, but it went right to Adamek.
Wickers with a few central passes that have been either intercepted or close to being intercepted, but you have to admire that she's trying to play and find new passes.
Played over top, long, all the way to Toth. The Ottawa Rapid have had a bit of a layoff between games. Their last match was July 22nd, a win over Calgary at McMahon Stadium, 2-1. So they had 3 days, they had a travel day, 3 days off. And the reason being for that is just it's a mid-season point. Katrina Peterson said, you know what, we want to keep everybody fresh. And really, like, they have been fresh this season. They've been really lucky in that department. Maybe not lucky, lots of good treatment and stuff from their training staff, etc. But, you know, then 6 days of training coming into this match. So a good block of training, as they like to call it, in the NSL.
Yeah, it's nice when you have actually a full lead up to a game. Not only can you prepare for the opposition, but you can really focus on things that you want to work on as far as identity as a team.
Addie Wickers spraying out wide to Cheyenne Allen, looking to play in Kennedy. Kennedy and Adamek again, and out for a corner kick.
And for me, this is a nice change from last season from the Tides, just the speed at which they're playing the ball to one another. You see their Wickers driving it just a little bit off the ground, and ball speed really does make a difference when you're trying to move the opposing block.
Peterson again on the ball. 10 minutes to play in this opening half at the Wanderers grounds. Dagenet easily up for that. And plays it out quickly. And Ottawa in attack mode. Cheyenne Allen breaks that up.
Good step by Allen there.
Kennedy. Allen overlapping. Allen! Oh! And Choso Yun
She wants that back.
flying across the air. The 38-year-old putting her body on the line.
But great play, and Allen, of course, just getting outside. Nice cross, and just a little bit far for Cho.
Downing. Ball into Rhodes. Jung in pursuit, another corner kick.
That's great. I love this from the Tides, getting both Valeron and Allen forward. Such important players for their attack.
Valeron, another player who's played every single minute this season, and Cheyenne Allen's played all but 8 minutes this season. So very important players on the Tides back line, contributing offensively as well. Karima Lemire in swinger. Lemire, high over top, back post, dealt with.
Oh,
But just to the foot of Rose, and she pops it over top. Took a deflection. Ottawa's arguing that. Take another look.
it's hard to see if there was contact on her, but what a great ball in swinging with a lot of venom. And in an area where Desjardins is having a hard time to come for, there's so many bodies in the box. Kind of a nightmare for a goalkeeper.
Lemire again. Same spot. And whistled down by Miriam Marcotte. Foul in the penalty area. I hear we got a question from the chat there, Kate.
Here we go. What snack would you order from DoorDash if you were at home watching right now, Jordan?
Oh, I'm definitely a sour candy type of person.
Ooh,
so fuzzy
wow.
peaches, cherry blasters, sour patches. But the real question is, what would you get?
Well, listen,
Salty, sweet?
you have $250. The chat wants to spend it on chips. You know how many bags of chips that is?
Yeah, that's
I would go nachos, a feast, well-layered nachos. Signa, Aaron, what about you guys?
Signa, what about
Oh,
you?
are fancy restaurants on DoorDash? Because
Okay, try to be classy,
yeah,
Signa.
give me like a tenderloin and
A
a bottle of red
tenderloin?
and
Signa Butler.
come on.
Yeah.
That sounds fabulous.
What
I'd,
about
I'd
you?
like some barbecue bows.
Oh,
Bows.
good.
They are good.
Barbecue pork bow. That would be my fix right now. Definitely.
Nice.
Are we getting
It's
the $250 also?
It's mid-afternoon, and we're making everybody hungry,
yeah.
no matter where you are in this country, coast to coast, watching this match today.
It started with those chickens at the beginning of the game. For
Yeah,
me.
the chicken hats. Halifax Tides throw. Throw going the other way. Winding our way towards the end of this first half. Looking for the first goal of the game. And these two teams have played each other very tightly this season. As the ball, again, the outlet to Rhodes. She has a shoulder check. Who's with her? Rhodes takes it inside on Harris. The cross in!
Oh,
Headed away by Scott. And Forbes up the pitch.
oh.
And Pridham and Cardoza battling. Pridham got the call. You see the double thumbs up
Double
there.
thumbs up. Happy about that one. Good battle between these two, though, so far. Both very physical players.
Yellow card issued to number 2, Maya Cardoza.
Cardoza carded on that tackle, so she's sitting on a yellow. Scott's pass wide and high.
Halifax so far is doing a really good job of eliminating Mellenhorst and Min Young, not getting the ball probably as much as they want. I know Ottawa likes to play in the flank, but those two on the ball can really disrupt the other team. So if I'm Ottawa, I'm trying to get them the ball a little bit more often than they are right now.
Fridlin slipping it through to the aforementioned Mellenhorst, who tried to play in Mina Lee, who's moving forward. Shot over top of the bar. We've seen Fridlin have a couple.
I was going to
cracks
say,
in the
she's
last
had a few
game.
bangers, yeah, and I don't mind that. Anytime there's traffic and you have a foot to take a shot, take it. Deflections, you never know what can happen, especially when it's a wet surface. Great defending by Valeron.
There's Katie Barrett, the Wellington, New Zealand native, in her 5th match in relief of Stephen Hart, who's dealing with a family emergency situation. Of course, we're wishing Stephen and his family well. Katie Barrett got a ice bath, her first win
Yeah.
at the helm of the Ties. 1-0 on the road against the Rise at Swangard. Said it wasn't as cold as she expected it to be.
Yeah. Hot from the wind, you know? Hot from the wind.
Wickers. Kennedy looked for the early cross, broken up.
You see Lemire coming into that half space, pushing Allen high.
Finding Kennedy. Rowe just slipped under her foot. And now the other way comes Ottawa. Mina Lee tried to slip it through Valeron. Good anticipation.
Great work by Valeron. Great tracking back too by Lemire to eliminate any central passing options.
Final pass wasn't there, and Ottawa taking over possession again. Is there a goal to be had in these final minutes of the opening half? Very even between these two teams, as you may expect.
It's always a bit of cat and mouse with these two teams because they both rely a lot on flank play. So it's who's willing to be more aggressive in the flank and who's more defensive in the flank.
Forbes. Ball stuck to her like a magnet. Jung finds Mellenhorst.
Yes.
Forbes to Chu. Chu Haiju blocked. Not out of trouble. There's Mellenhorst. And the shot is off the mark. She has scored from there this season, so can't leave her open.
A little bit better from Ottawa, though, looking for a little bit more central play, which is actually opening up a little bit of space in the channels. So I'd love to see that, again, Mellenhorst on the ball, Min Young on the ball, a little bit more.
Kennedy has Allen. Is she onside? Ball crossed in, stopped by Scott. Kennedy up high over top.
Good from Allen again. I think if you keep an eye on Cho, just every time she plays the ball, immediately moves after, which makes it challenging to defend her.
Well, that's the opening half of this game. 5th meeting of the season between the Ottawa Rapid and the Halifax Tides. A match that, of course, doubles as a regular season game, but a W Canadian Championship quarterfinal. We're even right now. It's 0-0 at the Wanderers grounds. Great day for football. And these two teams, not much between them. And they got 45 minutes to decide who's got the points in the standings and who's going to take this quarterfinal in the W Canadian Championship. Well, Halifax spark plug striker Stella Downing was mic'd up earlier this week. Let's take a listen.
Hey, I'm Stella, and this is what practice sounds like. Yeah. Move into my own rhythm. Did you exercise on our 2 off days? It's okay, today's just a tanning day. I feel as though I mentally exercised. I did a Sudoku, and I played tag with my dogs. That's like the same thing.
Head up. Wally. Wally.
Yeah.
2, 3, light.
Bye! I raided our snack room and had 3 granola bars and 2 gummy packets and a nice chilled glass of water. I'm still famished. Okay, Julia. Damn. Do you guys want to juggle? Okay. Why am I first, guys? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, back. Yeah. Yes! Let's go, y'all. On our toes. Guys, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind if we don't win something. Good.
Great first day back. Like, just continue that momentum and energy going into the week.
Tides on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Tides!
Nil-nil at the Wanderers grounds between Halifax and Ottawa. Halifax applied a lot of pressure early, but Ottawa with some dangerous breaks. As we look at the possession here, essentially 50-50, but the shots do favor Halifax, 8-5, 1 shot on target, 0 for the Rapid. As we welcome you back into our watch party lounge. And normally when we're talking about DB Pridham, we're talking about her offensive prowess, which we saw some of in the first half, but we also saw her save what was a likely goal from Karima Lemire, Aaron.
Yeah, and this is one thing that the Tides are always focusing on is their set pieces. They're really taking a lot of pride in this. So great ball in by Peterson, and I think Harris has a nice clearance, not far enough. Great contact by Lemire. But look at this. This is like, I dream, as a goalkeeper, I dream of this. You know, when you've got a player going down, putting their body on the line and clearing it out. And you're right, DB is a complete player, right? She's fantastic on set pieces and shows up big in moments like this.
Keepers don't get rewarded for saving the saves that they should make. But
I knew that I liked you from the moment I met you.
As well. But when there's a situation like that with DB Pridham, do you give them like an extra $20 at the end of the game? You're like, you kind of save me a little bit.
Yeah,
they're doing their job, but they
Absolutely.
make the keeper look good as well, right?
Yeah, I wait normally, and I normally do like an awkward, like give them a hug, or I do like the chest bump
bump?
that I was saying. But I think this generation doesn't do that, so I have to.
Well, I'm waiting for one of those after a good broadcast, okay?
Just
so you know. Just so you know.
We'll get that on camera.
Jordan, a player who you loved was Mina Lee. How come?
Yeah, she's tidy. You mentioned when we were watching the game, like she's just tidy on the ball and clean. But you said she kind of plays like a dancer, right? But
yeah, so elegant.
But that's what it is. Like, look at this. I know she's not pressed right now, but she's just fine twirling around, finding space. The way that she kind of glides through the midfield really stood out to me, right? Just patient, methodical with the stuff that she's doing, the way that she's moving. And yeah, honestly, if Halifax Tides don't take advantage and give some pressure to her, she can really grow into the game and probably break it open.
Yeah, I just find that she's so calm. And what I love about her, she doesn't rush a decision. If something's not on, she doesn't force it. Yeah. She just recycles the ball. And knowing when to do that, I think, is one of her strengths.
Her coach says she never seems stressed. And I'm like, what must that be like? What a lovely trait for a human being.
We're never stressed. What are you talking about? I feel calm. I feel so calm.
Let's, Erin, talk about another opportunity, this one for Ottawa. A long ball up from Adamek to Forbes in the 28th minute. Walk us through this one.
Yeah, well, of course, I love Adamek. She's become more and more of a versatile player. But just look at this, like the vision and awareness to get this right up, hitting the target, and then the numbers that get, that Ottawa's able to get forward, which is really great. And this is something there that I really like about them in transitional moments. They try to not just send Forbes, which is great. Again, Cordoza, props to the defending, but getting numbers. She has also options in the box and the opportunity to recycle.
Erin, I'm so curious though, the extra touch though by Forbes, that's what kind of leads her to get that block. It's a great block by Cordoza, but the fact that she takes an extra touch, Kate and I were watching, like, you should shoot earlier, right? And as a keeper, if you get that perfect angle, you gotta have the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think if she takes a touch, like Tote is in a good position, but she has the whole goal, and that tiny bit of time allows Cardozo to get in and get the tackle. Yeah. Absolutely.
Jordan had quite a few audible reactions while we were in here during that first half, and one of them was to Cho almost getting on the end of a Cheyenne Allen cross.
Yeah, it's acrobatic, to say the least. And honestly, the first thing that came to mind is, you're not doing that on turf. I'm not doing that on turf. And look, I love this build-up by the Tides, the fact that you play the chance big. Look at this run from Allen. The fact that, looks into the box, plays it in the air. But there's no way I'm doing it. Look at this from Cho. That would be her leg. That would be turf run, but how that would be so beautiful to score that in front of the kitchen. That was a tremendous attack and nearly there to get on target.
Yeah, but I love this about Cho. She is everywhere. She's smart. She recognizes there's a gap in the back post. So she's like, I'm just going to go for it. And we talked about this a couple games. Like, she's still got the speed.
Yeah. She really does. And I remember Stephen Hart.
just saying, for some older players that hung on,
Do either of you still have the speed?
No. To open the fridge and to close it, I'm quick.
Wow.
Quick, yeah, but no more running for me. Those days are done.
Yeah.
You know who was running in that first half? Karima Lemire, and she's pitch side with Brianne Foley.
Karima, obviously a tough defensive and offensive battle. You guys are really controlling the middle of the field, though. What is the intensity that you guys are bringing today?
I think we're just trying to follow the game plan. We want to stay composed. I think we need to be a little bit more patient on the ball, but I think it was a great half. We're doing well right now.
Literally putting bodies on the line. You took a big one there at the end. Why is it all in today?
I mean, it's a cup game, and we're still looking for the 3 points in the league, so that's it, yeah.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whenever this music comes on, I can't help but move
the
my
shoulders are just
come on, Jordan.
It's in unison as well. I'll give you one shoulder. That's about a one foot bounce.
We're energized because this is one of our favorite parts of the watch party. This is our fit check. This league has so much going on, including great style. So we've chosen our favorite looks from the past few weeks. I'm going to go first, all right?
Yeah. Okay. Selfish. All right, here we go.
Esther Okoronkwo at WAFCON with her Nigerian teammates. Jordan, thank you. This is a good pick, isn't it?
Great pick. Just love the colors, right? And you just love the fact that obviously Esther, who is endeared and loved in NSL, is with her sisters, right, at the WAFCON. This is a great pick. Great vibes.
And if you look on social media, you can see they are feeling themselves in these fits. It's the whole look good, play good thing, I think. Look at them.
It's a real thing, though, right?
Oh, I think so.
Get it?
Were you like that, Erin?
Get it? Oh, absolutely. I was actually the opposite. I was like this in the locker room. But we had people like that I appreciated on the team. Absolutely.
Oh, man. Esther with her spirit, just rich for sure. Look at this from Sadie Wade, though. This one for me is class. The Dickies denim jumpsuit. Come on. It's like the workwear, but then you're also bringing the Western vibe. I absolutely love this. And then to top it off, her alma mater in the Nebraska hat. I'm sure Amy Walsh could appreciate that as well.
Yes.
With the boots. Come on. This is a 10 out of 10. I just love when players wear an outfit that probably only they could wear and pull off.
Yes.
Like, there's no world I could ever be in a Dickies denim. No chance.
I'd like to
But like,
try it,
she pulls it off with
Let's
the boots.
try it out, Jordan.
There's a lot going on here, but it's honestly 11 out of 10. It's perfect.
Watch party after hours.
Okay, this one I love from Tori Tumith. Okay, of course the Canadian tuxedo, but look at the wide leg, the wash on this jean is so nice. You can't really see it well here, but nice little zipper accent on the coat. And of course, I love a bright white sneaker that just pops.
Denim on denim.
Denim on denim.
And it has to be the same denim tone.
Okay.
Right? It does for it to look good. Speaking of someone who looked good, Anne Valerie Seto, look at her from the roses. This is clean.
Yeah.
This is unbothered, but I put intention into this look. I like it.
Do you think she's looking at someone or she's posing?
I think she's maybe looking at someone.
Yeah,
I think her teammates over there waving to make it look natural. Jordan, who you got here?
That's a great one, but at least Bennett that still steals the show because this is like summer, but like 90s vibes. I got to shout out to my wife because the monochromatic, she taught me what that means. That's what this is right here. But look at the pants, like everything about this is given like 90s, but also just summer, peach, warm tones. I love it. Top to bottom, it's great.
I respect
Can
you
tell
so
I
much
had a
for
sister.
that.
Yeah.
Jordan, wow. Okay, and Harris, okay, one of my favorite players on Ottawa, center back, of course. Okay, but I like the tight top and the windbreaker. I mean, I grew up with the windbreakers, 80s and 90s. We fought a lot of wind in those decades. And I love, again, for me, white sneaker, it pops, her nice Nikes, brings it all together, nice Jordan outfit.
Clean.
She always looks so good, as so many of the players do, and the bar's been set. Ahead of the next watch party. Get those looks, guys. The last time these two teams played, 21-year-old Sadie Waite scored a banger. We all went nuts here in studio, and it turns out one of their coaches did too. Watch this.
Finish. Sometimes she can. Oh my God! What a goal! What a goal! CD, stop that CD! What a goal! Oh my God! Man, she only scores bangers, legit. Oh my God! That is goal of the season right there. That is goal of the season. You're not going to see a better goal than that all season.
Shout out to Jack Dover, that is the assistant and technical analyst for the Rapid, and Aaron also wanted to point out the guy beside him.
Oh, so much emotional control. Did you see him? He was like, oh my God, Jack.
I'm like, if you're Jack Dover, you can't just call her Sadie. Right? Sadie! Like, you have to say it the way he said it. I'm sorry if I butchered the accent.
Oh,
but you have to say it every time you see her.
You 100%
You can't go
do.
back to normal Sadie now. That's how you have to say her name.
But you know what? It made me wonder, you know, as players, and you guys were professionals, if you had a coach who was as invested in your success as he clearly is in Sadie's, does that make a difference for you?
Oh, absolutely. Like now I've dabbled a little bit in coaching and you're so invested in these people. Like all you want to do is to find a little bit of growth and to see the joy in a strike like that. I mean, that's just brilliance. But I think the coaches, and Katrina Peterson spoke to this, like they are connected as a group, not just the team, but also the staff.
It means a lot. I know for me, for the goals that I scored, there are very few in my career, mostly from set pieces. It was maybe when a set piece coach gambled on me and said, you know what, this is the run you should make. And then you go and do it and it pays off. You don't go and celebrate with your teammates. You go to the person that was believing in you, right? So I feel like these are those moments that really bring a team together. And that's why you get nicknames like Sadie.
Sadie. But what are, I know you have so many questions for Jordan, so I won't hog all the time, but what are the little things that a coach could do to show you they're invested in you if you don't get a moment like that on camera? Is it little conversations? What is it?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a beautiful thing about the modern coach, right? Like, I think we're getting in the habit of putting the individual first, and then the athlete second, right? So being invested in who they are and you know, recognizing mental health, their strengths, what they want in life, but then also having those little conversations, individual development plans, IDPs, when they're coming with their strengths and weaknesses in these areas where they're really like intentionally working on these things a couple times a week.
Players are motivated differently, right? Some players need an arm around the shoulder a little bit more. Some say, I don't think you can do that. And then they puff up their chest and say, no, I can. I'm ready. So I feel like managers, coaches, they need to understand their players, to Aaron's point as well. And if you can do that correctly, it usually brings out the best in the player.
So, because we have a little bit of time, I was doing a bit of research before we were on air together. I was very excited for this moment. And I watched one of your interviews, and you spoke about goalkeeping. And this guy was like, oh yeah, you've defended, you were a fullback, also a six.
Yep.
But there's one place you would never play because
they're
all a little bit unique. Goalkeeping. And do you still feel the same? Is that still a thing where like goalkeepers are considered a little bit wild and out there?
They are a bit wild. I will say you are probably the most poised keeper I've been around. And I'm talking about, they usually are a little bit, take in the situation. Players shoot 60 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You guys go like this. Make yourself big right in front. Say, it's okay. I've seen keepers as well as a center back that get hit in the face. And they just get up. I'm like, that's not normal, Aaron. That's a little bit wild.
Yeah, okay. But intense maybe, like aggressive?
Bold, confident.
I appreciate all of it.
Brave.
I just could never do it.
Is it the right time to tell you what position I played in U Sports?
So this is the keeper. The keeper union is just
Two goalkeepers.
I'm literally
right here. Okay, let's head back now to Signa Butler.
Well, I was definitely not a goalkeeper. So, Jordan, I'm with you. Center back all the way. Enough with these wild ones in between the sticks. A couple substitutions to tell you about, and they come on the side of the Ottawa Rapid. You talked about Sadie Waite. You talked about the banger of a goal the last time these two teams played. Well, she is on the pitch as a game-changing substitute, as they like to call them these days. And Florence Belzile also stepping into the match. Coming out, Melanie Forbes and Liv Scott. So Liv Scott's Iron Woman streak comes to an end today. And we are underway at the Wanderers grounds. It is 0-0 entering the second half. It's the Ottawa Rapid wearing their white and blue, moving from left to right on your screen. And the Halifax Tides in their teal, going from right to left as Annika Toth scoops up the ball. And the outlet to Julianne Valeron. Still waiting for the first goal of this match, of course. A match that doubles down as a W Canadian Championship quarterfinal. It's an 8-club competition, of course. Looking for a place in the CONCACAF W Champions Cup. So we're gonna have the quarterfinals this summer, the semifinals next year. Cho So-yoon. The cross in. And dealt with by the Rapid. Jung Min Young. Sadie White sliding into that right back role. And don't forget, if you haven't scanned the QR code already, we've got the memory match game on the go. And yes, your chance to win a $250 gift card to DoorDash. So you can grab some snacks the next time you're watching us in the Northern Super League. So scan that code now. As Sid Kennedy, the cross in, it's low, it's dangerous, it's dealt with by Jaleesa Harris. Lemire. Peterson, the touch inside. Mellenhorst in pursuit. Cho. Dancing around. Jaleesa Harris and Dagenet dove to her right. But Cho So-yoon looking for those offensive opportunities.
From Cho, back and forth. Harris kind of dives in, puts her off balance. She's able to get a little bit of space, but Dagenet does a good job of cleaning that up and holding on to it, which is tough on this surface.
Fridlin slipped up enough to get it back to Addie Wickers. Cardoza dribbling around Belzile and up over top. Again, it's Cho. Rhodes pivots and turns and scores! Jordan Rhodes! Jordan Rhodes collects the first goal of this game, and Cho So-yoon was the engineer here, but Rhodes, she's been waiting to find the back of the net, her third goal on the season.
And this ball in from Cardoza, Cho running on the end of it, seeing Harris off that front post, great turn. She can see that Wade is shifting her weight to the left, and she just takes this nice turn with the outside of her foot and is able to just put it away.
Near post, and Jordan Rose, our focal point ahead of the game today, that she could be a game changer. Opens up this game right now with a 1-0 lead just 3 minutes into the second half.
The intensity of the announcer, I love it. Fantastic way to start the half.
Whoa, Toth nearly got into trouble there.
Very composed there. In Iceland, they call it iskalt, when you're ice cold.
Oh.
Hopefully my wife is watching. It's
And
probably the only words I know in Icelandic.
Appreciates your accent.
Yeah.
A nice turn there, and Lemire had to recover, and it will be blown down. Pridham wanted the call the other way.
But this has been great from Lemire all of the game. She just does a really good job to track back and take out DB's opportunity right there.
Adamek back to Dagenet. She takes the touch out. Bell's ill, and Valeron's got the shoelace out of her shorts, just got completely pulled out.
That's right.
Top of the box, it's Kira Mellenhorst, blocked by Lemire. Stellar defending.
What a defensive play. Well done by Lemire.
And ball played over top. Waite clears that out of bounds.
And Lemire, this is fantastic. Applying the pressure, great timing of the block. This is a goalkeeper's dream. Facing the ball when you block. A lot of defenders make the mistake of turning their back, and it can go anywhere. Really well done by Lemire.
So Jordan Rhodes has the game's only goal, her first goal since May 18th. Has been knocking on the door the last couple games or so, really close to scoring, but Valeron tripped up.
Great anticipation from her. That's great composure from Tote playing out of the back.
Chu back to Dagenet. And we've got a text from the bench for Kate. Kate, tell us about this one.
Thank you, Signa. Yeah, I asked head coach Katrina Peterson about Kira Mellenhorst and the recent news that she is extended through 2027. Katrina said it is so big for us. She's so happy to see her here. Mentioned that she's an Ottawa native and how big that is for the squad. Added that she's really good at getting out of those duels on the ball, and she just makes their attacking play, Signa, that much more unpredictable.
Yeah, certainly has, not to mention those 5 goals and 4 assists on the season. Out of the University of Pittsburgh. She played a little bit in Sweden before coming back to the Northern Super League. And she said just inspiring that next generation was a big reason why she was staying in Ottawa. You know, grew up in the Ottawa youth system, and
those are always the powerful stories, you know, like I don't know about you growing up, Signa, but I didn't really have, not until I was on the national team, rooming with the Charmaine Hooper, did I have a female soccer role model. So I think it's so important, especially when it's someone who's local, because you know you can follow their pathway and play in the Northern Super League one day.
Well, I'm not sure if you ever had a chance to play with this person or not, because she might have been before your time, but my idol was Suzanne Muir.
Okay.
Who played on the national team, Canadian Soccer Hall of Famer.
Yes.
And she was my idol because I used to be able to go watch her play in university.
Oh, awesome.
And she played at St. Mary's, where I ended up going.
Okay.
And she also played basketball.
Really?
And that's what I wanted to do when I grew up, so to speak. So,
Oh.
and so that was my idol.
That's
and
so
she ended up
cool.
playing on the national team. So, yeah, a few people from out east, you realize you can do it. Right?
Yeah, of course, totally.
And Jordan, I think you've got you want to chime in on this discussion, eh?
Definitely have an idol, Tibo Hutchinson for sure. The fact that the way he played in Europe and also the respect he got specifically in Denmark, you said his name and everyone was just like, oh. Like he was just a gentleman on and off the pitch, but for 4 years straight for Copenhagen, he was the player of the year. He was outrageous. But yeah, he's a Canadian icon for sure.
Canadian icon. For me, I grew up watching the Canadian women's national team, as so many did. Cara Lang, one of my best friends, inspiring to see her play for that squad. And I was a goalkeeper, so loved watching our pal Aaron McLeod.
Shout out to
I was
Aaron.
like, don't say anybody else, Kate. I'm going to be so embarrassed. Just kidding.
Got my tissues handy for you.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, Cara, she was 15 years old
I
when she was
know,
playing in
so
that youth
cool.
tournament. It was so wonderful.
Forward run here.
Oh.
And the cross, but no one's at the end of that except for Kayla Adamek.
It's too bad. Great pocket of space, just no one there.
Fridlin taking her time. Recycling across the back. Wait back to Dagenet.
Wade as a center back today. She can really go anywhere.
She can. Right back, center midfield. Ottawa does like to build with 3 out of the back sometimes and get players like Adamek moving forward.
And I think now that they're in a 1-0 deficit, you know, can they get numbers forward, especially with Adamek? She does such a great job on the right side, getting high, underlapping, overlapping.
Harris popping
ball.
over top, lands to Pridham. Allen was able to recover in time. Pridham still dancing along the sideline, cuts it back again.
Great defending from Allen there.
And out for a corner kick. So the scoop pass from Jaleesa Harris, and
Yeah, what a
caused
pass.
a little bit of trouble.
Great vision here from Harris. And it just maybe bounces a little bit further than she thinks. Allen does such a great job to quickly get back and eliminate her being able to do anything central.
Just over 10 minutes into the second half. Ottawa looking at one of their short corners here. Been doing a lot of these recently. Fridland takes a deflection. Belzil pumps it back in. Fridland again, the cross!
Oh,
Headed away by Wickers. Kennedy laid the ball through. Cho So-yoon in pursuit. And Rose right there blocks it from Dagenet.
great pressure from her again. Great, a few touches from Fridland. Great ball in. The height of it's not bad. Just a little bit too in front of DB Pridham.
Wickers electing to knock that out of bounds.
Good step and great connect by Wickers.
Rhodes looking to play it onward. Kennedy was just over the shoulder of Jung Min Young.
I think if Rhodes holds onto that ball just a little bit longer, gives Kennedy a little bit more time to get forward, and she's able to complete that pass.
So back to Allen. Toth and swinging it around to Cardoza. Peterson one time to Valeron. Valeron, the cross! Dagenet off her line before Rhodes could strike. Opening up a little bit here at the Wanderers grounds. 1-0 lead for the home side. The Rapid, top of the table this year, looking for their 6th consecutive victory, which would be an NSL record. AFC Toronto having 5 victories in a row last season. And of course, the double meaning of today's game, the quarterfinal in the W Canadian Championship. Fridland and Rhodes maybe got away with one there. A little tug on Fridland.
But that's a great pass from Waite. Again, anytime you're playing a tight block, when people kind of sit in between lines to receive, you can kind of create these little pockets of space and these moments of indecision for the defending team.
Kate, let's go back to you. We got a question from the chat.
Thank you so much, Signa. Yeah, we have a question from the one and only Anastasia Busis.
Legend.
Legend.
Anastasia.
How does Jordan think the excitement from the World Cup will impact all soccer in Canada?
The vibes are immaculate during the World Cup, but I also think what it showed to some young kids, boys and girls at home, that like your dreams are attainable. You know what I mean? Like you're looking at people that I knew and like grew up with that were representing Canada at the biggest stage, right? So I think the vibes are right now, and I think people are going to start believing. But even going on to the World Cup for the women in Brazil in a year's time, right? You got to think that the girls at home are like, I could play there one day, because there are girls that are in this league that are playing. So it's beautiful to see. This is a full ecosystem, a full moment, and we just got to ride the wave right now.
Signa, we'll send it back your way.
Riding the wave, Jordan Rhodes looking for another opportunity at goal, and Dagenet forced to make another diving save.
This is fantastic from Rhodes. She drives all the way up the field, and just, again, her physical presence, her ability to take players 1v1, the duels that she wins, great work here to just physically actually get in front of Min Young. But great save from Dagenet. Again, these bounces that happen right before they get to the keeper can be really challenging on a wet surface.
Jordan Rhodes, South Lebanon, Ohio, making her mark in today's game. Has the goal. Corner kick now, near post, flicked on! Valeron nearly got it in, and there's the win! It's Jordan Rhodes again! A brace for Rhodes! And it's a 2-0 lead for the Halifax Tides in this double-edged game.
Great ball in again from Peterson. The great height whipped in, and just Rhodes just there, right time, just gets a toe in. This is fantastic. This is an area that Barrett talked about. They have been working on set pieces and want this to be a strength of theirs. Great finish. And just relentless over and over. Ottawa's not able to clear it out. Great work by Rhodes.
Well, she hadn't scored since May 18th. She's got 2 today, and her team is in the lead. A game that obviously counts in the Northern Super League standings, but the first of 4 quarterfinals we'll see in the W Canadian Championship. Sid Kennedy exiting the match, and into the game comes Kat Jordan. Kat Jordan making her 6th appearance of the season. Injured in that very first game of the season against the Ottawa Rapid, had an upper body injury, and this is a player the Tide's really excited about, natural left-footed midfielder from Sarasota, Florida. She's actually a dual national, so counts as a domestic player.
Oh, nice.
I know, that's always nice to have.
A plus.
There is Jordan, first touches of the game, cuts back. Kat Jordan out of Santa Clara University. That's also where D.B. Pridham starred in her university career.
I think the Tides will definitely be happy with this. You know, Barrett speaking about just, you know, a lot of their performances as of late, they're creating a lot of chances, but just not able to put them away.
Mellenhorst wins that ball. Chu.
Yes, this is great from Chu, cutting inside.
Broken up by Wickers. Fridlin. Headed away by Valeron.
And I don't mind this from Friedland, seeing those crosses time and time again, early crosses, which when you're defending, the more time you have to set up, the better, right? You know which space you're in, you know what area you're in, so a quick cross can sometimes catch you off guard, which when you're playing against a very organized side is a good way to go.
Shot in! Deflected right to the foot of Fridland! And it goes over top, but that was Ottawa's best chance of the second half, maybe of the game.
Yes, great little touch from Belzile there. Great strike and great save from Tote. Fully extended. One of the most explosive goalkeepers I've ever seen my whole life. She would just jump backwards over the crossbar when we were training together. Just kidding.
Well, in terms of shots, 6 for the Rapids, so Tote hasn't been a busy day for her so far. It has been for Dagenet. 14 shots, 5 on target, 2 of those goals for the Tides. Cho So-hyun.
This is great ball movement from the Tides. You can see Jordan doing the overlap there, Cho coming inside.
Valeron taking it to Downing.
Oh.
The cross to Rose and goes out for a goal kick. But that offensive prowess of Valeron on display there.
Yeah, she's been such a threat in their attack this season. But so have Downing and Rose as of late. I think Ottawa just has to make sure that they keep their lines tight. Starting to get pulled apart a little bit by the Tides.
Valeron. Downing. Attacking her former team. The through ball looking for Rose, just a little too far.
But right idea there from Downing, kind of in between lines, and just looked like a bit of a miscommunication between the timing of the run. You can see Lemire and Peterson always very aware of Mellenhorst, Mina Lee, and Min Young centrally.
Found some pockets there. Downing a little too aggressive on Jung. And Chu. Moving forward, back now to Harris. Adamek, that's broken up by Jordan. Belzile got things crossed with Mellenhorst and Downing coming the other way. Former teammates battling it out.
But again, great defending by Halifax. Ottawa just cannot find any passing lanes in between them.
Cho's pass bounces off the shin of Lemire, and the other way comes Fridland. Looking to play in DB Pridham, but Annika Toth there to sweep it up.
Ottawa just a bit stretched in those transitional moments, so needing to hold the ball up a little bit longer so they can get a little bit more numbers forward and more support.
Ottawa preparing some substitutions in this match. Teams will take an opportunity just to get a few drinks of water. Melissa Dagenet down on the pitch, getting some attention from the medical staff.
Maybe an opportunity for Ottawa to connect, just how they're going to approach the next 20, 25 minutes.
Let's keep this energy up all game.
You want me to cheat?
Okay, while Dagenet gets under examination here by the training staff, let's go to the studio and a question. Kate?
Thank you, Signa. Yeah, here is the question. Do soccer players like it when we have our singing our chants? How about the wave? Jordan, you like when people are chanting, doing the wave?
Chants are cool, and I think obviously when you're at Halifax Tide today and you hear your fans are so close to the stadium and so close to you on the pitch, it helps. But miss me with the wave. I'm not really with the wave. That's so like North
God,
American.
I love the wave.
And
My kids love the wave.
Like no, I don't. I'm not. That's me though, personally. Like the wave is just too North American and too like generalized with sports. I'm like, that's not a soccer thing.
It is such a beautiful optical illusion, the wave. I see Aaron making all these gestures in the booth. Aaron, look, do you love the wave, Aaron?
Actually, when we're not on camera, Sig and I are only doing the wave the entire time. So I calling us out right now. But I love the Viking clap.
Yeah.
Yes.
That can stay.
All day. And the Norwegian row. Okay.
Yeah.
I
That can
appreciated
stay.
that. What
The
about
wave?
you?
I like the wave.
I like the wave.
Are you allergic to fun?
Oh, but I'm like,
Like Scrooge?
I know, I was going to say, I love the cheese, Jordan. Give me the cheese all day.
Nah, fair.
Cheesy things. But do you
So-
like the
so-
wave? Do you like the wave?
I'm kind of a little bit with Jordan on
Oh,
this.
Signa Butler.
No, here's why.
Thank
Because
you.
they always start the wave too early. The home crowds always start the wave too early, and then it's a jinx. And
Oh.
then, yeah, think about that the next time you start a wave and where your team is at in the scoreboard. Come on. A couple substitutions here to tell you about. Nicola Golan, one of them into the game. Jasmine Wilkinson also into the match. And Caitlin Crichton also into the match. And I believe one of the substitutions has to wait for a minute because Dagenet went down, and this is to prevent delay of game, sort of the gamesmanship that comes around with it. Not that we're saying that that was what it was, but it is a method just to speed up the play of the game. So one of those substitutions will just have to wait.
And this is a big shift. I mean, from a game management perspective, you know.
And some
taking as
confusion
much-
over who's into the match, too, by the way.
Yeah, it seems like Adamak came off and then Chu came off.
So just sorting out the paperwork on the sidelines. As Katrina Peterson's side stares down a 2-0 deficit on the road. Unbeaten in 8 games right now, the Ottawa Rapid. Crichton, by the way, coming into the match for the Ottawa Rapid. Just her 4th appearance of the season. Played about 2.5 hours down the road at St. FX University, where she was an All-Canadian and Atlantic University All-Star. So Crichton touching the ball right now. I'm sure she has some friends from university taking in this match today. Ball played over top, and is it going to stay for Golan a little too long?
Interesting approach from both of these teams. Ottawa not making a lot of changes in their roster until lately, and Halifax kind of having the opposite approach. Lots of interchange in their lineup, but both teams really valuing having versatility within their players.
Cho taken down. Cho's had a very solid game for the Halifax Tides today.
Absolutely.
Obviously has the assist on the opening goal of the game, but a couple of fancy movements. And of course, everybody's favorite, the flying stab at that volley late in the first half. Rhodes getting on top of her own rebound, goes wide.
It's good effort, good initial flick from Jordan. This is one thing I like about Rhodes. I want to see this more and more. This is what I loved about DB Pridham last season. Just hungry to take a shot from absolutely anywhere. You just never know.
Cardoza. Up over top, all the way back to Dagenet.
Good pressure from Lemire.
Lemire recovers and finds Cho again. There's 15 minutes left in this match. That doubles as a regular season game. Also, W Canadian Championship quarterfinal. Tides in control of this one. Peterson. And goes out to Belzile. Slide tackle by Lemire. And Valeron moving forward. Crichton edges Jordan off the ball. Pridham flicks on.
I think for Ottawa right now, if they can just get a little bit more of a rhythm in possession, just a little bit back and forth.
Lemire, another timely tackle there. Had that big block in the game, which may have stopped a goal. Here's Crichton. Out wide, Golan. Is this something here for Ottawa? Allen got a deflection on it. Mellenhorst, the flick into Annika Toth.
Well done by Toth, killing a little bit of time.
Mellenhorst, some room to operate. Adamek. Belzile, the back heel.
Lemire again. Can she get there?
That was close at the top of the box. Jungmin Young and Karima Lemire tangled up.
Hard to tell from this angle if she got a touch on the ball. It looks like.
Couple of substitutions coming for the Halifax Tides. Stella Downing coming out of the match. And making her NSL debut, the newly acquired Meredith McDermott. A 3-year starter out of the Virginia Cavaliers. She's from New Hampshire.
Here we go.
5'10" striker. And Karima Lemire coming out of the match. Sarah Taylor, the local Bridgewater product, taking her place in the center of midfield.
I think Lemire and Downing hopefully feeling very good about their performances today.
There is Sarah Taylor. There is McDermott giving chase, winning the ball to Cho. Taylor cuts it back. And fell a little late on the stabbing tackle there.
Cho did a good job, though, to find that pass. I thought she would need some more support underneath, but she was able to thread that through to find Taylor.
Ball played over top. It's to Jasmine Wilkinson, and Annika Toth off her line. So 10 minutes to play in this half. We know today's theme is it's an East Coast kitchen party. I might have been excited when I talked to Coach Katie Barrett, and she said it was their best theme game last year. You know, I like the East Coast kitchen party, like, you know, Stan Rogers music, storytelling, everybody gathered around, a social atmosphere.
Are you actually eating in the kitchen, or you're just hanging out in the kitchen?
You're snacking, you're chatting. You got all the things.
Chatting.
McDermott. And cleared by Jaleesa Harris. Did you have an East Coast kitchen party when you were in Halifax?
I did not.
No.
Well, I know, a missed opportunity, but I will go back.
Well,
I'm opening up for an invitation, Signa.
We're covering the theme match, so there you go.
Hey. Looks like a bit of miscommunication there.
Ottawa Rapid again tops in the table this season. On an 8-game unbeaten streak. Nice give and go there with Mellon Horse. At top of the box, it's Sadie Waite. And Waite nearly from where she struck the last time these two teams played.
But this is great movement from Mellon Horse. Just give and go. And just a little bit high. But yes, exactly the same place almost from the banger.
Taken down nicely by Rhodes.
Another element of her game. She's often a target and holds the ball up, lays it off. Katrina getting her steps in, getting the ball for Golan.
And just maybe emblematic of how things have gone on this day for the Ottawa Rapid. Just not as sharp in some parts of the game. But there's time left in this match. Halifax leading 2-0. Ottawa trying to get something going to their young star, Kira Mellon-Horst. Back to Jaleesa Harris now. Harris in the box, looking for Pridham. And they get one back. It's Florence Belzile, and it's a 1-goal game. Ball a little bouncy in the box, and the Rapid making the Tides pay.
And Harris, this ball is actually quite high, but because of the trajectory, Wickers is not able to get a clear header on it. It drops in and around the box. And Belzile does a great job to just finish it up and put it away.
Goal for the Ottawa Rapid.
Florence Belzile with her second goal of the season, making this a 1-goal game. And this is a Rapid team that have a lot of weapons.
And maybe that's what they needed, just a little bit of a spark.
All right, Tide fans, it's time for tonight's 50-50 draw. Get your tickets out. The lucky winner will receive $2,420. And the winning number is C2733. That's C2733. That's the information.
Good ball movement from Ottawa.
Right on the front foot.
Oh.
And blocked by Cardoza.
Just not happy with that one. You can hear a lot of communication from the Tides directing one another.
Harris. And looking for those breaking passes has Mellenhorst. Golan blocked by Allen. Mellenhorst squeaks it through. Golan's got it. And Cheyenne Allen recovered just in time, and that was late from DB Pridham. Monica Toth down.
But some nice combination play from Mellenhorst again down that side. Pridham always looks a little bit upset about any call.
Makes her such a fierce competitor in this league.
That's right.
So Toth still down for the Halifax Tides. Samantha St. Croix is the backup goalie for the Tides today, with Riley Foster unavailable.
When the goalkeeper goes down, it's always a good opportunity for the teams to connect. Definitely, you know, the last number of minutes, can Halifax see out the win, and can Ottawa come back? But some better combination with Mellenhorst. I really think her and Young are often the secret to success. Can they find a little bit more joy combining centrally?
While we have this break, let's take you back on how the Tides have their lead.
What a turn.
Jordan Rhodes from Cho So-yoon, and then
great finish. Dejan upset she gets a hand to that ball.
we're going to have some stoppage time here, and this game is not over yet. The Tides a 2-1 lead over Ottawa. Less than 5 minutes to play, plus stoppage time. Ball played on for McDermott. Plays it back to Rhodes. Harris handles that. McDermott's on the case again. Trying to find some space. Rhodes, the effort to slide tackle and stop that breaking pass from Harris.
I'm sure Jordan in studio, Jordan Wilson, appreciated that. Great right into the end. I think it's so important. We've been blessed on our national team, women's national team, for so long to have such great defensive attackers.
Rhodes shielding. Golan in defense. Taylor trying to eat this clock. Get the argument over who's got the throw.
I love it. The hunger from both teams. It's great. Can you hear them arguing the foul throw?
Well, I would argue.
Yeah, I know. There may be something in that.
Out for a goal kick for the Rapid. Crichton up the pitch, splits the defenders. Cardoza has to deal with it. Wickers had to get a touch on it just in time. Cannot sleep on this Rapid team.
I think maybe just a little more communication from Cardoza and Tote, making it really clear whose ball that is. A little bit of hesitation, I think, ends up being the reason why it's not cleared.
Adamek will get to that ball. Drives the ball in. Toth on it, and on a misty day in Halifax, no spill this time. Is that earlier chance, Aaron?
Yes, I think here again, Cardoza's running back towards goal. Can Tote call that nice and early, or decide to stay within the goal and let Cardoza clear it? But really well done for her to clean up that ball coming through that cross, especially when it's could bounce, she could spill it. In these moments of the game, you really need your goalkeeper to hold on to those.
So 6 minutes of added time at the Wanderers grounds in Halifax. This regular season game between the Rapid and the Tides, but also a W Canadian Championship quarterfinal match. Ottawa trying to push this to extra time. Late challenge.
And again, these are the moments Tides have to be composed and smart about where they're giving set pieces on the field.
Adamek, cross in. Again, a bounce up into Toth's arms. And last year's goalkeeper of the year. Sticky hands when she needs it.
Yeah. Really challenging, actually, playing on this field a lot, and it gets so wet on your gloves. It is hard to hold on to it. So my compliments to both goalkeepers today.
Jordan taking it to the corner flag. Trying to eat some time. Good battle. Whistle down.
Oh, I was like, are we still live? Okay.
Harris. Diagonal ball over top. Cardoza goes off her head. Belzile, the goal scorer, gives chase. Florence Belzile. Tall cross, the header!
Oh my gosh! What a finish!
It's all tied up! And Jasmine Wilkinson, she can score off her head. We saw a glorious goal from her last season, and this one ties this game at 2.
But Belzile, what a ball in. She's able to just pinpoint it on Wilkinson's head. Great finish. Wilkinson has the tendency to come in late in games and get goals like this or assists. Comes in, makes an impact. Tote can't do anything about that. You see she's deep on her line. Her set timing is right. No chance for Tote on that. Great finish by Wilkinson.
Jasmine Wilkinson. Just when this game seemed done and dusted, all goals in this game coming in the second half, and the Tides, what was a 2-0 lead, now 2-2 in added time. Is extra time on the horizon, or is there one more goal here for either team? About 3 minutes left in added time. Jordan Rhodes, she's got 2 already, has another strike, and it's wide.
And a touch on that, a deflection on that.
So a corner kick late here. In added time, Sarah Taylor will take this. She's got 2 assists on the season, both of them coming from set pieces. Remember, if this game is tied, we will go to extra time today. Ball driven in. and headed away. Still looking forward. Off the foot of Wickers, and Nicola Golan in pursuit. She plays it quickly to Belzile.
I wish Golan would have just driven into that space a little bit. She had numbers centrally. She could have afforded to pull one of the Tides defenders out. It's hard to rush and also be composed.
Valeron. Foul on Pridham. So it would be 2 15-minute extra time halves, followed by penalty kicks if needed. It would go down as a draw in the regular season standings, but it's also about the W Canadian Championship. Taylor trying to go over top. Golan handles that. Allen. Pridham with an acrobatic bicycle kick goes all the way to Toth.
Don't mind the idea.
Taylor has McDermott. Has Valeron, and it'll go the way of the Tides, and this is a dangerous area of the field. And we'll see who's on the ball here for the Tides. Peterson still on the field. Sarah Taylor. And some targets up front, like Rhodes, like the 5'10" Meredith McDermott, like Addie Wickers, like Naya Cardoza.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying this is a nail-biting time for both teams. The waning minutes of this second half. Peterson and Cho on the ball. Peterson over top. Oh. And it was a header by Kat Jordan, but Dagenet handles that easily. And there you go. First quarterfinal in the history of the W Canadian Championship, and it will go to extra time. The Ottawa Rapid 2, the Halifax Tides 2. It'll go down as a draw in the regular season standings, but now is what you play for.
Absolutely. This has been a nail biter right to the end. Oh my goodness.
Halifax Tide led this one 2-0. 2 goals from that woman, Jordan Rhodes, in the 49th and 62nd minute. But the Ottawa Rapid late in this game, substitute Florence Belzile in the 83rd minute, gave them a spark, and then Jasmine Wilkinson with a great header in added time, and we're tied up at 2 goals apiece. All right, first ever W Canadian Championship quarterfinal, and we go to extra time.
Let's go. It was always going to go to extra time, wasn't it?
Did you know?
Listen, if you are just tuning in, you're probably wondering what is happening here. This is a regular season game, so just to double down on what's happening, this is the score that stands in the NSL standings, 2-2 at the end of regulation. But because this is also the W Canadian Championship quarterfinal, we need a winner. So we are about to head in to extra time. My blood pressure is through the roof right now. But Jordan, let's talk about another Jordan who was stellar today, Jordan Rhodes with a brace. What'd you like about her?
It was fantastic work. I mean, Erin highlighted the fact that obviously she's so aggressive, but really good on the turn and the hold-up play. But she was on flames earlier, on fire, right, with the way that she was playing and producing a moment. This is a fantastic turn to get things going and the 1-0 lead for Halifax Tides. But she just looked like the heroine, right? The person to make the difference for the day. But as the game went on, Halifax Tides, they left that door a little bit open. But you got to give credit to Jordan Rose. She just seems effortless when she glides by players and just wants to create something and make the difference. So service was great here from Peterson. And then she's active in the box, lively, gets that toe on it. And you're thinking, okay, you're 2-0 up at home. Definitely you're going to take the 3 points. Definitely you're going to move on to the W Canadian Championship. But Ottawa Rapid had different plans in store. Have you forgiven me for calling it, though?
No, I've not forgiven you. Jordan called that this was going to go to extra time. I said, no, it will not. But Aaron, you know, the coach, Katie Barrett, says Jordan Rhodes is just getting started. She said she could be one of the leading scorers in this league one day, and then there was evidence of that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, before the game, just talking about what she's bringing in. And Barrett actually talked about, you know, for her to command her space a little bit more. So the moments where she's holding up the ball, or the moments where she's turning with it and sliding the ball through, or the moments when she can go 1v1. The fact that she has the ability to do all of those things makes her so threatening and so hard to defend. So I love, like, and today she made some great decisions, some decisions she'll want back, you know what I mean? So she's still progressing and still improving, and scored 2.
One of the things that makes a coach great is their game management. And Katrina Peterson is someone who game in, game out, really makes smart tactical decisions. And tonight it was 2 substitutes who made the difference for this team. Florence Belzile subbed in the 46th minute, Jasmine Wilkinson in the 71st, and they're the goal scorers, Jordan.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it is. They needed a pulse on the match, right? Ottawa Rapid. They obviously have quality within the side, seeing as they're first. They score goals, there's fluidity. But it was a bit stale today, for the most part, specifically the first half. But that's why you have the depth. That's why you have the bench. And they proved to be true and step up in a big moment. I will say, though, if I'm going to look at this 90 minutes, Halifax, the Tides, they left that door a little bit open. And you can't do that to the league leaders in Ottawa Rapid, because what they'll do is they'll grow into a game. That is a fantastic finish by Wilkinson. The diving header puts that in the corner. And now it's 2-2, and you're still upset at me because we're going into extra time and potentially penalty kicks.
I am thrilled. I am thrilled, not upset.
More footy.
Thrilled. More footy.
More
More
footy.
footy. But I know you guys in the booth agree, Signa and Aaron, depth, just such a key piece of each team's plan this season. You know, Halifax talks about being too deep at every position. It's important to have.
Well, absolutely. And I think specifically we constantly ask Katrina Peterson, like, what are you doing? Because we're seeing so much individual growth. And they're really focusing on their individual development plans, their IDPs, especially with Belzile. I think in the final third, she's become so threatening. And Wilkinson has been really consistent for them. When she comes in, she always makes a difference. So I think as a collective, they're a great team, but the attention that they are putting into the individuals makes a difference, right? Even if you're playing a lot of minutes or a few minutes, knowing that you're coming to work every day and learning and improving is really important to stay connected to the group.
The W Canadian Championship quarterfinal continues with extra time. 2 15-minute
So now I don't think they're ever
halves.
coming to us in the play, they said. But obviously we do post game. Like they're not.
So just changing direction in play now. So it is the Tides in teal going from left to right on your screen. Julianne Valeron with the ball. It's Ottawa in their white and blue going from right to left on your screen. Again, it goes down as a draw in the regular season, which means that Ottawa is now unbeaten in 9 games, which is a regular season record.
Wow.
Vancouver went 8 last season. AFC Toronto also went 9 unbeaten, but that was including the playoffs. So this is a regular season record for the Ottawa Rapid. But there's still plenty to play for, and what they're playing for now is a berth in the semifinals of the W Canadian Championship, the first ever tournament.
Nice pass there from Wickers. Again, she's finding nice little pockets in between lines to complete passes to Jordan there.
Harris picking out Golan. recycle through the back again. If it's tied after these two 15-minute halves, you, dear viewer, you know what's going to happen. It will be penalty kicks. So you know these two teams want to get it done and stop us all from having those heart palpitations.
I was going to say.
McDermott, lovely layoff there to Sarah Taylor. And the ball played forward, it's Taylor. Taylor, the cross, it's too far for Rhodes. And Belzil's on the other end of it. Valoron.
It's nice from McDermott, though. You see her putting her hand up and asking for the ball in behind the line, even if she's not receiving it. You know, Ottawa obviously is going to drop a little bit, opening that space in front of the back line.
Taylor. Show, is it too far? Waite was able to get a foot on it. Rhodes. Show. Tried to go over top. Little miscommunication there between the two players. Adamek. Picked off by Valoron. Adamek called for the foul.
I think just a little bit faster play from Ottawa. Can they play a one-touch, two-touch passing? Otherwise, the Tides has enough time to get organized and win the ball back.
Cardozo's pass just off the mark. Rhodes lays it into McDermott. McDermott! Oh, what a stop by Dagenet! McDermott in her debut, a chance to put the Tides ahead, but Dagenet got the paw out.
Great ball in from Rhodes, and McDermott trying to go for the near post. Dagenet does a fantastic job. That height of the ball is a little bit easier for the goalkeeper to save. If she can put it on the ground, back post may have been a better option, but way to already make an impact in the game.
Cardozo's header over top. So the Tides coming close in the opening 5 minutes of extra time. And now it's Ottawa's turn to come the other way.
Well done.
Goal inning. Kira Mellenhorst. Jung Min Young. Harris.
A bit far.
Nice turn by Valoron. Good recovery by Adamek. Mellenhorst finding space. Belzil, first time.
Oh!
And DB Pridham took a swing and missed. And that would normally be at the back of the net. Let's take another look.
What a fantastic ball in from Belzil. Just nicely weighted, cut back into the right area. You can see that DB just a little bit late with her plant foot and definitely wants that one back.
Cardozo assessing her options. And option A did not work out.
was fantastic from Mellenhorst and Belzile there.
Harris. Looping ball over top. Valeron backtracking, heads it away. Back to Dagenet.
Better composure though from Ottawa. A lot of times when they regain the ball, they've been forcing beforehand, and when they sometimes could just be keeping possession.
Sarah Taylor! Oh! Is it going to get there? No!
Oh.
Jaleesa Harris sweeps it off the line. Another chance!
Oh my goodness.
Still hanging in. And out for a goal kick. And that ball was rolling towards goal.
Just goes right under Dagenet there. Harris does a fantastic job to get back. But that slick surface, Dagenet's not able to drop down as fast as she wants. Great attempt by Taylor.
Just saw it, Harris chugging. She was chugging to get there.
Yeah,
what last year's Defender of the Year, showing just why she has that accolade.
And I think Harris is brilliant. In and out of possession. Again, like to have someone that great defensively, like solid, organizing in the back, and then the ability to pick out almost any pass that she wants in possession. She's a joy to watch.
Let's go.
And for me, for Dagenet, that save, can she stop her feet a little bit earlier? She's still kind of coming out, wasn't able to get down and set as fast as she wanted to, I think. But and same with Taylor, can she slot it more to the corner? Dagenet is long, she is tall, so it's challenging to get the ball around her.
Sarah Taylor getting assessed by the medical staff here. So it looks like Sarah Taylor will have to exit the game. Gingerly getting to her feet. Sarah Taylor, a fan favorite here.
Oh, you hate to see that. Maybe a rolled ankle.
Gave Halifax an opportunity here in extra time, and Sarah Taylor's going to exit the match. Julia Benatti coming into the match, the Dorchester, Ontario native, former Ottawa Rapid. Has a couple of goals this season, Julia Benatti.
Oh,
just maybe got caught up with Jung Young on the follow through.
Yeah, perhaps.
5 minutes left in extra time here, Erin.
I mean, I have to give praise to Halifax and how consistently they've been rotating players. When you have Taylor, who's done a great job, get hurt, and you can put in Benatti, who's had a great presence in this team, just to continue to build the depth in every position.
Confusion at the back. That's DB Pridham.
Oh,
looking to pick off Belzile, and Valeron got a toe on it just in time. And really, that was
man,
chaos in the back line. Benatti has some space. Peterson. Good recovery by Golan to put the pressure on. And Ottawa escaping with that one, but boy, that was an opportunity at the other end. Players down in the box. Mellenhorst.
Great work by Mellenhorst.
Belzile now. The cross, the shot by Wilkinson. It goes to Mellenhorst. Bounces off Wilkinson. Golan. Oh! And Cardoza was right on the back of Wilkinson. We saw what she did tying up this game in the 90th minute.
Great poke from Mellenhorst there, and Belzile, just timing of cutting it back is perfect. Just unfortunate, Mellenhorst just hits it right at Wilkinson, who's trying to get out of the way. The game has really opened up end to end.
Rhodes, some space on the right side. Looking inside, Benatti, one touch, closed down by Adamek.
Great recovery by Adamek there.
Cardoza slips the pass through to Valeron. Valeron. Benatti. Benatti!
Oh!
Just wide! Took a deflection out for a corner kick.
Desjardins gets a couple fingertips on that one. A great play here from Valeron. And this is a great, just small little run here before from McDermott, who opens up a little bit of space in order to be able to get the shot off. Great save by Desjardins.
Benatti on the ball. Final minutes of the first 15-minute half of extra time. High ball, Desjardins on the case.
Oh, and that might be a... Desjardins in those moments, these are the moments in extra time when you need to call upon your goalkeeper. She's shown up big already a few times. And for me, someone who has improved so much already from last season, calls into our national team and improves every time she gets on the field, especially in possession this season, something that she's been so much braver on the ball, becoming a more and more complete keeper.
She's being called into the national team, part of the She Believes camp, part of the FIFA series back in April. It's been sort of the third choice at keeper for Casey Stoney's side. Bounces off the thigh of Valeron. Ottawa back in possession.
And the second keeper, Sabrina D'Angelo, two of which are in our league.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I know. That is awesome. Wait. Golan and Wait playing off each other. Wickers, no nonsense clearance.
Great positioning there from Wickers on the near post space.
Now covering Wilkinson. Wait, slips it through to Mellenhorst.
Oh!
What a cracker that was. Saved by Toth, not cleared. Blocked again by Cho this time. Mayhem in these final minutes. The crossover top, and Toth got a fingertip on that. It's going to be a corner kick. Ottawa lurking.
And here's a great ball in. That's a touch. Nice save over the top from Toth. Always good to be sure. And a big save from her beforehand. So exciting. I'm stressed and nervous and excited all at the same time.
Short corner here. Wait, drives it in, headed by Wickers. Goes to the top of the box. Harris!
Oh.
Long shot.
What a strike.
That hit Mellenhorst at the top of the box. Desjardins well off her line. Clears it back in. Mellenhorst slips it through.
Oh my goodness.
And DB Pridham couldn't get by, and out come the Tides the other way. About 30 seconds left in added time in this opening 15 minutes of extra time. Crichton broken up by Valeron.
This game really opening up right now. Transition after transition going both ways.
Pridham dancing along the touchline. Cardoza trying to prevent a chance, and she gets the shot off. Totha's got it. As we approach the end of added time here. So an extra 15 minutes still to go, Aaron McLeod, and this game is yet to be decided. Are we on the verge of penalties? Well, 15 minutes left to play here. Kate McKenna, Jordan Wilson, we got to go back to you guys, and we're taking a breather. What are you guys seeing in that opening?
I am stressed. Okay, I am very stressed. Jordan, let's get into why we are stressed. End to end, let's start with Halifax. 3 substitutes, 3 solid chances. Taylor, McDermott, Bonatti. I need a break.
It's nice to see that, though, because that's what started the match, right? Halifax Tides were on the front foot. They kind of took their foot off the gas pedal going into the second half. That's how Ottawa Rapid got back in the game. But look at this. Sarah Taylor, 1v1. It's a decent effort. But the fact that she just gets us on frame, I don't think she could do much else, go far post. But it's a decent shot to get things going. And as the match grew on, look at this one as well. Rolling, almost
Jaleesa
there.
Harris.
To get that over the line, but Jaleesa Harris clears it off the line, and that's McDermott right there. That's a beautiful 1v1 situation. And again, Halifax Tides, one-way traffic. Bonatti gets a shot. It's decent effort, right? It felt like Halifax were the better side in this extra time so far.
Well, let's talk about Ottawa, though, because they had some chances. They got to do better, but they had some chances, Jordan.
That's what's been missing, right? Just the clinical, the prowess to make sure that you go and score those type of goals. And you look at this beautiful interplay. You're getting the ball across as well. Look where it falls to. DB Pridham. You asked me DB Pridham from 12 yards of penalty spot. We'll put that in. Right foot, left foot, it doesn't matter. This, winning the press, I just think you have to pick out a better pass. The cutback is on. If the cutback is played there, I am positive a shot on target, that could have done it and sealed it. So that's what we're missing out on right now, Kate. It's just a little bit of finesse, a little bit of composure in front of in the penalty spot from either team. But you might not like when I say this, but tired legs, tired hearts, it seems like we're going to penalties.
Jordan, I don't know if that will be the case, but let's send it back to Signa and Aaron, and also shout out Annika Toth there, who did a heck of a job in that first portion of extra time.
Get your snacks ready.
Yeah, get your snacks ready. Substitution now for the Halifax Tides. It's Julianne Valeron coming out of the match and Eva Frémaux coming in. So Frémaux, the French woman, former French youth international, a tackles leader with the Tides last season, but Julianne Valeron looked a little gassed at the end. She has done a lot of running, and so she deserves a break, although as somebody who's got 4 goals in the season, I'm sure they would like her as an offensive threat as well, but here we go.
And that might just be managing minutes. You saw her wringing out her jersey. She's put in a great shift today.
15 minutes left to play in this W Canadian Championship quarterfinal. We're tied at 2 apiece if you're just joining us. Jordan Rhodes from the Halifax Tides got things started in the second half with a brace. They led 2-0 until Florence Belzile in the 83rd minute and Jasmine Wilkinson at the death of the half with a header, glorious header.
Glorious header.
Here comes Kira Mellenhorst, broken up by Addie Wickers. Corner kick coming up. Sadie Waite at the corner flag. Goes to the top of the box, coasts right through. There's Cho So-Yun. Trying to find Jordan Rhodes. It was the right idea. Didn't have enough sauce on it. Mellenhorst. And Pridham play give and go. Mellenhorst, she can run for days. Slips through to.
Oh, what a save!
Oh my gosh! And Nicola Golan gets the rebound. And it is the Ottawa Rapid on top 3-2. Still time left to play, but it's the Ottawa Rapid 3 straight goals. They've got the lead in extra time.
And a great weighted pass from Mellenhorst. DB Pridham does a great job to get that shot off. Totes Waite's going one way. She makes a fantastic save to go the other direction. But Golan is there to pick it up. Wonderful way to get in there. Oh, what a goal.
Nicola Golan benefiting from that rebound. Annika Toth made the first save, but Golan converted.
So now this will be about game management for Ottawa, being smart, making sure not to give any set pieces deep in their own half, taking seconds when they can take seconds.
And at the other end, you know, not getting rattled. You're down 3-2. You had a 2-0 lead. It's easy to get down.
Absolutely. And the Tides have created a lot of chances. So part of it also is just kind of trusting the process, being patient, and getting forward when you can.
Pridham drawing the foul on Cheyenne Allen.
Little smile there. It's good for her, smiling after running this hard for this long.
Dagenet well up the pitch. Here's Golan. She's got a pep in her step. You know that. The go-ahead goal here at the Wanderers grounds in Halifax.
I don't mind that from Dagenet. She's been going long a number of times, and a lot have actually come out from those, even if it's a flick on or not directly to an Ottawa player. They've gotten a lot of success from going over the top.
Over the top now. Meredith McDermott, the new player for the Tides, did enough to put the pressure on. It's corner kick for the home side. Julia Bonatti on this corner flag.
Fantastic set piece taker.
Driven in, headed away by Harris to the top of the box where Cho So-Yun is there, and Belzile clears that out for a throw.
So important in these moments. Great clearance from Harris.
Fremo over top, turning inside. Fremo gets a shot off, and Dagenet lands on top of that. Belzile. Outside of the foot pass has Wilkinson. Wickers. Probably going to get called for that one.
Yeah, you can see a little shirt pull there.
Belzile picked up a little cramp there, I think.
Have you ever had a calf cramp?
Oh, it's the worst.
Really?
Yeah. I've never had the mustard packets or the, what's that other?
Oh, yeah, the mustard pack. Pickle juice?
Pickle juice, and what's the other thing? Hot shots.
Oh, I've never had hot shot. What is that?
I think it's
spicy
like
sauce?
it's like a concoction.
Concoction.
I'll just call it a concoction because I have no idea what's in it. But it's wretched. Like, you can watch people take it and they're like, just
never the same.
Oh yeah. Belzile's in some discomfort for sure.
Again, this is challenging, right? Extra time, lots of minutes, and both teams are playing later in the week, so you have to be smart about managing load.
So it looks like Sonia Kobe-Oki coming in. You can see she picked it up right there. Hopefully that's nothing more than a cramp, but for Belzile.
Yeah, maybe something more than that.
So Florence Belzile forced to exit the game. She got things going for the Ottawa Rapid in the 83rd minute, their first goal. And Sonia Okobi-Oke coming in. Long-time Super Falcon with Nigeria, not at WAFCON with the team, but have been called into qualifiers earlier this year. You do get an extra substitution, by the way, in extra time. So that is Ottawa's final substitution.
Substitution for the Ottawa Rapid. Number 10,
Kat Jordan. Nice through
Great
ball.
ball.
Looking for McDermott, and Jaleesa Harris guided that into the arms of Dagenet.
Well done. Good communication from those two.
Was Fremo getting stuck in. Got the worst of that.
Ooh, yes, I think Adamek just getting some of her studs into her top of her foot there.
Go for a throw.
Ottawa looking to just take the steam out of the game a little, but ref making sure they stay within 5 seconds.
Wilkinson. Jasmine Wilkinson. And the cross.
Oh,
almost a shot cross. And out for a goal kick. DB Pridham needs no room at
I was
all.
going to say, she can often make something out of basically nothing. Oh.
Jungmin Young on the turf.
Ooh.
Ooh. Up on her feet, Jungmin Young, who's been very influential in that defensive midfield role today for the Ottawa Rapid. Dagenet over top.
Great ball.
Sonia Okobi-Oke giving chase, it'll go long.
You can hear Ottawa screaming at each other to get back, get organized.
Flick on, looking for Rhodes. Rhodes gets a piece. Can't get by Harris and just goes off the chin of McDermott. Got 5 minutes left to play in extra time at the Wanderers grounds in Halifax. It's the Ottawa Rapid leading 3-2 in the W Canadian Championship quarterfinal. This game was 2-2, obviously going into extra time, so that's how it stands in the NSL standings. But this is to move on to the semifinals, which will be played next season. And a chance potentially to get to the CONCACAF W Championship and maybe in 2028 the inaugural FIFA Women's Club World Championship.
How cool would that be?
Club World Cup. Adamek over top for Okobi-Oke. Oh. Benatti has Cho. Cho So-Yun. Took a deflection off Adamek, landed to Rose. She took a shot, also deflected. And Peterson out of bounds for an Ottawa throw.
Halifax, though, doing a really good job in those transitional moments, just getting numbers forward, which this state of the game, tired legs, very impressive. Great mindset. Dagenet gaining a few seconds of time where she can.
Well up by Cho. Benatti edged off the ball by Crichton. Crichton, pardon me. Substitution here for the Halifax Tides. Jordan Rhodes out. Tiffany Cameron coming into the game. So Jordan Rhodes with the brace in today's game gave Halifax that 2-0 lead. Out of the game for the Tides. Can Cameron have a spark the same way that some of these substitutes have in the game for the Ottawa Rapid?
Absolutely. Cameron really is great at that run in behind, and technical ability. Also brings like very good vibes, and they'll need the energy, all the energy they can get right now.
Lively and energetic as she's called. Here comes Benatti. Looking for the
what a
through
ball.
ball. It's Meredith McDermott, and stopped by Dagenet. Meredith McDermott in her debut has had 2 chances at goal. Dagenet's batted at the end of both of them.
But what a nice pass threaded through there by Benatti. Again, recognizing the, straight ball for diagonal runs or the diagonal ball for a straight run.
Wait. Allen and Pridham tangled up there. Another
bit of a head knock.
Pridham helped to her feet by Sadie Waite.
Board officials indicated there will be 3 minutes of added time.
So 3 minutes of added time to extra time. And Ottawa will be doing the same thing Halifax was attempting to do. They announced 3, but it is actually 4 minutes of added time. Pardon me, just to add a little bit of spice to the end of this game. Toth all the way up the pitch, flicked on. Looking for Cameron, but gets to Jaleesa Harris. Dagenet clearing that.
Smart play there, great placement.
Toth looking up the pitch for a target. Cameron tried to get up there.
Harris not messing around.
Clearance wasn't there this time. Golan thought about maybe popping it over top.
Few too many touches there from Golan. Great back press from Peterson.
That's a nice ball over top, handled by Harris. And Mellenhorst will clear that out of danger. Allen over top. Cameron and Akobe Oki coming back, tracking back.
Yes.
Fremo. Fremo gets the cross in. Cameron!
Oh wow, Dagenet.
Dagenet punched it away. Pridham giving chase. And taken down by Addie Wickers. That will surely be a card there.
Pridham well done to draw the foul there. But good decision by Dagenet. She almost loses the side of the ball because of Tiffany Cameron, but she's able to come and get enough of a contact. Brave and a good decision at this state of the game.
Under 2 minutes in added time, in extra time.
Number 16, Addie Wickers.
These are the moments the crowd matters.
The flick by Cameron, right to Harris. Just gonna say no funny business here. I'm knocking it out. Referee asking Cheyenne Allen to go back a few more feet.
Oh no, there it is.
There it is.
The first one to try to rush.
Wickers over top again. It's Harris. Golan knocking it out of bounds. Cho So-Yoon. Allen. Get the cross in. Jung got a head on it. Swing and a miss by Golan and popped over top. But that's it.
What a game.
First piece of history made in the W Canadian Championship. It goes the way of the Ottawa Rapid. They take this quarterfinal 3-2 in extra time over the Halifax Tides. Nicola Golan, the decisive goal for the Ottawa Rapid in what was, yeah, you called it a thriller.
A thriller, a nail biter. I have no nails left, oh my goodness. But what an impact goal it comes in to make, but great performance. And this is, championship teams, they find a way to win. Wasn't necessarily pretty the entire game for Ottawa, but they found a way to win.
Nicola Golan scoring in the 107th minute to give the Ottawa Rapid the victory here. They remain unbeaten in 9 games as their run continues. They not only get that draw today, the draw from the regular season, but the victory in this quarterfinal of the W Canadian Championship. A look at our final statistics. I mean, if you go to extra time, the shots are going to reflect that, aren't they? 29-25. The shots on target favoring the Halifax Tides, but Melissa Dagenet standing up to the test in this one. The standings right now, it's the Ottawa Rapid still on top. The Halifax Tides hanging on to that final playoff spot in number 4, getting the draw, of course, splitting the points today in this matchup at the Wanderers grounds. Well, in terms of what you're going to see coming up in the W Canadian Championship, the quarterfinals, Ottawa Rapid get that first berth in the semifinals. Those will take place in 2027. We've got another matchup coming up for you this week, and that is Calgary Wild FC hosting CS Mont-Royal Outremont. So Mont-Royal Outremont, part of the competition, this 8-team competition. They're from the Canadian Premier Soccer Leagues of Canada, so they will take place in this, and the winner of that game moving on to next year's semifinals. Well, it's been a thriller at the Wanderers grounds. Nicola Golan with the go-ahead goal and the winning goal for the Ottawa Rapid in a 3-2 victory over the home Halifax Tides. Kate McKenna heading back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Signa. What a game. I didn't run at all. I didn't even leave this chair, but I am out of breath. We're all a bit exhausted. Let's talk about how we got here, Jordan. Let's take a look at all the goals. It was Jordan Rhodes who got things going.
Jordan Rhodes got the party started. Jordan Wilson said this would be a spicy game, but not even I imagined that it would be this spicy.
Oh, man.
For the debut for me with NSL, but what a turn by Rhodes just to get this party started. That was in the 49th minute. Great service by Peterson. And then you look at this as well. Jordan Rhodes on the end of it, just having that instinct to make sure that she's there. But Ottawa Rapid grew into the game, made sure that they capitalized on big moments. This is in the 84th minute by Belzile, just to get her foot on the end of that. And look at this, 90+2. This is fantastic work from Wilkinson, just able to head that one across. And look, Erin, as a keeper as well, big moment by Dejanay. But we talk about this, right? You need players like Harris to save this one off the line.
Absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic work. Look at the, honestly, it was nail-biting stuff from beginning to end. But look at this. DB Pridham, great shot. But the fact that Golan's there, just to get there, make it 3-2. And the momentum shifted in this game. It looked like Halifax tied from the beginning. They looked even good going to the second half, Kate. But the fact that Ottawa Rapid just showed their quality and were just chipping away, I mean, you have to commend the side for that.
Well, and you know, when I sat down with Jaleesa Harris preseason, the one thing she said to me that stuck out was, I will do absolutely anything to stop that goal from going in the back of the net. Stop the ball. And she did it.
She's
just
honest.
there. She is honest. But I want to ask you about something you brought up on the call, Erin, which was that good teams find a way to win.
Yeah, and it wasn't the prettiest start for Ottawa, right? And they say the secret to their success all season is having a quick start, and they were slow to start. I thought Halifax had a better start. They controlled the flanks, but Ottawa kind of grew into the game, and big credit to the people coming off of the bench. I thought the more subs they made, the more momentum shifted in Ottawa's favor. So, and for me, that's a full picture. That's every single person on the team buying into the bigger vision.
And we talked about depth and how important that was. And you know, in the verbiage they use around the game today, they often call them game changers on the game sheet. But that really was the case today, and it has been the case so often this season. And speaking of a game changer, let's go pitch side now. Brianne Foley is with the hero, Nicola Golan.
Nicola, you made history here today. Canadian Championship game-winning goal. How does it feel?
I mean, absolutely incredible. What a performance from the team. What a way to finish. You're down 2-0, so to come back with that win, I couldn't be proud of this team. I couldn't be proud of all the girls, of our coach, of myself as well. So honestly, super happy with the performance, and we're looking forward to the next game.
Not only that, you guys continue to break records with this team. 9 straight you haven't dropped. What is it about this team and this group that just really pulls together?
I mean, for us, it's we win one, we forget it, scrap it, we focus on the next. Everything's kind of day by day. We always look forward. We work for each other day in, day out, and that's what it is.
Awesome. Well, go. Congratulations. Go celebrate with each other.
Thank you very much.
Well, she may forget it, but we certainly won't. That was a heck of a game to kick off this Canadian Championship, the first quarterfinal. You couldn't have asked for better, Jordan, even though I was quite nervous.
I was nervous just sitting next to you because there was some huffing and puffing and, oh my goodness, this is going to penalties. I thought it was.
Kate
but
made me nervous, yeah.
But Ottawa Rapid, they made us a 3-2 affair. But again, I love football because it's always a tale of two halves. You can maybe say 4 halves today as well, but momentum shifted. We got to give credit to players to score goals in a tight moment. The fact that Wilkinson got that 90+2 in the 92nd minute to get this into extra time. If they don't clear their lines at that point, probably Halifax Tides takes this, right, and wins. So that's why football is so interesting. It's nail-biting stuff all the time.
It is, absolutely. And, you know, like, what a way to start this championship off, you know, like just the back and forth the whole time and going into extra time. And this is great, not just for the competition, but for these teams, right, to be able to deal with extra time for the first time this season, right? Or, you know, if we didn't get to penalties, thank goodness, right? But just being able to prepare for those moments is really important.
And this is just the first quarterfinal. The next one is coming up Wednesday as Calgary goes up against CS Montreal Outremont. So absolutely stay tuned for that. I want to thank all of you who were hanging in the chat. I got some text that the chat was active. So thank you for the questions. Thank you for the commentary about the chips. All of it was critical. And listen, we set a goal earlier this season that if we got to 10K subscribers, Erin McLeod would style her hair in the way that she had it when she was playing for Canada at the under-19 level.
That's right.
Which, as a refresher, was what, Erin?
Yes, a little bit of white dye on the side and then a red mohawk.
Oh, wow.
Jordan, you were a team barber at one point, right?
Never did the dye, though. Because the dye could go, hey, you could really mess that one up. So I don't know if I'm going to be...
Would you help Aaron out with this one?
I need to do a class. I need to know about the dye because if you do the dye wrong, it could be not good.
Well, listen, tune in to find out because I think the next watch party, maybe Aaron will do it.
Yeah, I said I would. Thank you, Diana Matheson, for that request.
Oh, no.
By the way.
And we've got a new goal, 20K subscribers. That is the new goal. Lord knows what we'll do if we hit 20K, but that is the plan.
I think the cowboy boots that we talked about. I think the look that Sadie Waite had.
Oh,
if we hit 20K.
Aaron's going to be in.
No, I will do it. I'll do it.
Thank you for volunteering.
Yeah.
Jordan.
You guys are like, oh, I want to see this look. I'm like, I'll find the little Dickies blue pinstripe, and I'll do the little hat and brass hat. I'll do the cowboy boots as well.
Get us to 20.
Sure.
You heard us.
Oh my gosh.
Jordan Wilson, pleasure having you today.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
You
so
were
much
awesome.
for coming on.
You were awesome, and what a game you were here for. Things were all tied up at the end of regulation, but thanks to a Jaleesa Harris goal line clearance, a Nicola goal in extra time. Look, the mascots were even happy. Ottawa wins the W Canadian Championship quarterfinal and extends their unbeaten streak to 9. We appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
I need a breather.